Hey y'all, we're here. I'm here with Caleb. We're gonna rank Danganronpa stuff. So I think the idea for this is we're going to be ranking our favorite characters from least to most favorite.
Yes, least to most.
We're gonna be ranking what else?
Go to the next slide. I go through it.
Okay.
Do you like this? Do you like the CG?
Yes, I do. I remember that one.
We're going through the characters, and then I'm not listing, but I'm just gonna go through like what my favorite chapter was, my favorite trial, my favorite execution, and then your head is in the way, but my favorite ships. My favorite ships. Which I'm very curious what yours are gonna be, because I also had. Yeah, there is going to be spoilers.
Damnation, yeah. We're going to, due to the nature of this, yes, we have to spoil.
Yeah.
Yes, there will be spoilers. I'm glad you mentioned that. Because, yeah, this is sort of a post-game analysis.
Yeah.
Analysis.
I don't know. I was about
ranking.
to say critique, but it's mostly just like, oh, what? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's more, I would view this as more like an appreciation thing. So, yeah, if you are afraid of spoilers, definitely peace out. All good. Don't worry about it. Y'all have a great day.
And just rewatch every single one of our VODs.
Yep.
That we
watch
did
them all
the
back to back. They'll be on YouTube soon enough. And then, yep.
But yeah, we are going to spoil the game, and I think that's going to be our only warning, because it's like...
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. And with that, you want to go ahead and start?
I'm scared.
I don't know why.
We can start.
All right, here we go. Caleb's characters.
This is my character ranking.
Look at
this
these
is
art.
my character
Look at this
ranking.
Art.
Do you like all the pictures I chose?
Yeah.
I made sure it was all like official art too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hifumi just kind of sucks. He's just kind of like...
I appreciate you actually put effort into this.
A little bit.
Yeah. I like the style.
Thank you. He's kind of... Maybe move your head into the other corner, because they're all going to be on this side.
Where chat is? I can't do that.
I can't even... Oh, put it in the top, I guess.
The top right?
Yeah. I mean, if you want. You don't have to.
Well, hold on.
You can put your head in the middle of the screen if you want.
All right, so you want me to be like up here?
Yeah, I think that works. And you'll be looking at their names.
True.
Because you don't want to cover... I mean, how else were we going to see his tiny ass feet?
All right,
yeah, anyways, Hifumi just kind of sucks. Like, he's obviously just a fat joke. And like, he's obviously like, he doesn't really have much depth aside from... he's, just kind of an unpleasant person.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty much it. I like how it's delayed,
I have
too.
given up on the streaming tonight. This is exactly why you need to subject yourself to the mental and spiritual poison that is Blesky.
All right. Okay, let's get back to it.
Yeah, yeah. What else can I say about this?
What else can you say about Hifumi?
Yeah.
All right. Did you want to go to your number 15 or switch to mine?
I think switch to yours. I want to see, because if anybody's lower than Hifumi, I might actually be surprised.
Oh, is that? Okay, that's okay. All right. So here's my Dangan ranking. Best characters.
You animated it? Fuck you, man. Oh, that's surprising.
Leon, he's just interesting to me. He wholly, completely. I think that's probably a problem. Also, now I'm completely over top of fucking Leon. Oh my god. Oh, I don't. Whatever. Damned if I do, damned if I don't.
I mean, fuck Leon.
Hold on. Can I just there? I'll just do that. But yeah, Leon. I don't know, man. It might be a function of the just the nature of the game, because we don't really get that much time with him.
Yeah.
And
we didn't hang out with him. Too.
Yeah, we didn't really hang out with him. He's just, I don't know, man. He's not really interesting. He's just a baller. That's basically it.
Being under Hifumi's crazy to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Hifumi's a little bit interesting, because at least Hifumi's like got some character. It's a little bit more. Also, I have to say,
I like Leon because he hated playing baseball. He wanted to be like a singer. I like that aspect about him.
Yeah.
That he just fucking hated his talent.
I just don't remember anything about him.
It might be because it's been so long.
Yeah. So
And he died so early that it's kind of just whatever.
yeah, that's true.
But yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
I mean, he's fine. He just dies so early that it's kind of like, meh. Like, I want to say, like, I don't hate any of the characters. Like, I don't like Hifumi, but I don't, like, viscerally hate him.
Yeah, no. It's like, if I were giving them grades, it would be like C. Like, I think the lowest is C or maybe D. Or like C minus.
Leon is definitely like a C character. It's like, I feel like because of course we could have done school mode and then hung out with like all the characters, but it's like, I don't really want to do that. I feel like the whole point of Danganronpa is, the killing game aspect of it.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sure there's some supplemental material that will ingratiate me to Leon more, but I just, in the game proper, it's just, he's gonna meh. He's like, okay.
Meh.
He's fine.
Meh.
I do like that he doesn't like his talent and that he wants to do something else. I think that's very interesting, but that's about as far as it goes.
Yeah.
And I do like I do like the part of his character where he was almost killed by Sayaka, and then he turned that into murdering her. Like, I think that's interesting. But
you just reminded me one of the main reasons why I don't like him at all.
Is it because he killed
Sayaka? Like, I don't even care if Sayaka was trying to kill him. I don't like you that you killed her.
Oh.
Anyway, moving on. Oh,
Yeah.
what's that?
Wow. Yeah, I mean, the bottom is not very
Literally, like, yeah, it's
like,
bottom of the barrel, and in this case, I guess the barrel. I don't know.
Not very
is
shocking.
that a good joke? I don't know.
It's okay.
Hifumi, I don't know, man. He's also one of those characters where I just kept forgetting his fucking name. The only reason I rank him a little bit higher than Leon is because we got more time with him. We got to experience like him getting manipulated by Celeste, which was just funny, because of course he would. He's also low because he would not shut the fuck up about jerking off and like, 2D and 3D. It's like, bruh.
Like, he had some funny lines once in a while, but like for the 90% of the time, it's just like his lines are usually just like, okay, I'm just gonna skip this because like you are so like not. Anyways. Like,
also, whenever it's like, oh my god, shut up.
and when he's gooning over fucking alter ego, it's like, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Put the fucking laptop down, please.
It was a little endearing just because, I don't know, it felt like he just really needed someone to talk to that, like, because
he is
was
against
specifically
sexual assault.
That's true. He was also talking about like, finally someone understands me or someone finds me interesting, and it's like, I don't know, that's kind of relatable.
He's not like awful, but he's just not.
Again,
He's okay.
It's like degrees of like average, like below average.
Yeah.
It's not horrible. It's not like, awful, but it's not
just
the
like,
best.
I feel like
there are better characters.
Yeah, I feel like you could easily if you replaced
Like
him,
me.
Danganronpa could still
Like me, Bob, could replace him.
Oh, do you want to be in Danganronpa?
I'll be in Danganronpa.
Can somebody, in the Danganronpa art style, can somebody please draw him?
Please don't do that. Although that would be sick. If you can draw in the Danganronpa like style, hit me up. That shit's awesome. I would love to have Garfield drawn like Monokuma.
Like Monokuma.
That would be
Jesus.
fucking Garfakuma. All right, next.
He's just okay.
It's your boy.
It's so funny because we spend like the bottom, like Leon is, we just don't spend enough time with him for him to be interesting. We spend a good chunk of change with Yasuhiro. He's just whatever to me. Like, he doesn't ever get like interesting to me. Like, as much as we know, he was held back and then his house burned down and then he had his cheeseburger stolen by aliens. Like, he's just such a non-serious character. It's like, I do usually enjoy like the comedic relief, but he's comedic relief in a way that is a little annoying and a little like, okay, like he locked in at the very end, but it was like after a series of like, he was so not locked in when his life was on the line that it was like kind of just like, okay, man, come the fuck on. Especially when he's like the oldest character.
Oh yeah.
It's like, bruh, like, why
It's
is
also-
like everybody's having to like hold his hand, and when he's convinced that Kyoko's a ghost, it's like, okay, at a certain point, it's like not even funny, it's just sad. Like, somebody please just help him.
Like, the game wastes your time in a bunch of ways, and Yasuhiro is a character that wastes your time.
Yeah, he's just kind of like, okay.
Like I didn't even feel the writing there. I just felt a dumb person.
Yeah.
Like a wholly unserious, dumb fucking asshole.
Yeah, and he doesn't get any depth aside from that. At least
No.
in the game. Like,
yeah, maybe
like
he gets it
maybe-
outside of that, but
Yeah, but it's
I
like-
wouldn't know.
yeah, he's just
It's sad because he could be like is there a character in the game who has like except maybe like Aoi, who is like who could be fun but also lock in, you know, who can have a good time but also be like, I know what the fuck happened.
I think it depends on how you think of fun. Like, I think Ishimaru has like some funny lines because he just doesn't understand how like people talk to people. But like he's capable of like, you know, the quote unquote lock in of like, you know, when he goes catatonic. Like there's depth there to him where it's like he has his funny moments, but he's able to, you know, flip it and also be a serious character where it's like Yasuhiro never feels like a serious character.
Yeah, totally.
Like, and it's like, I don't hate him. I remember when I first played, I was like, why did he survive? Like, he shouldn't have survived. He didn't deserve to survive. And it's like, well, I think that's the point of the game is that like
Anyone could have. It was
anyone
like
could have.
chance.
And it's also like his cowardice kind of helped him because he never stood up for anything, and he was kind of rewarded for that.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like,
Yeah. No, that totally makes sense.
But anyways, yeah, he's
The
whatever.
ultimate like sort of like I want to say slacker because he's also like, you know, stoner coded. And,
Just a bit.
and like, yeah, it really comes off in terms of like that slacker kind of attitude.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also like into crystal balls and shit, which
He's
whatever.
just kind of odd.
Yeah.
But he has
All
really
right.
nice handwriting.
It's true. That's probably the best thing you could say about him. All right.
Whoa, that's crazy.
So, TV Nito, hi, welcome. Togo Fukawa, Genocide Jill. I'll be real. Just
Just every time
every time she shows up, it's just like, don't get me wrong. Like, okay, first off, let's just get it out of the way. Awful stereotype. Like, completely misunderstands. Like, what is it called? It's not split. It's not split personality. It's MP or not MPD.
multiple personality
I forget exactly what it's called, but it completely like sort of. It's a tired sort of like stereotype and
DVD.
Yeah, that's it.
Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight. That's
Yeah.
it. That's exactly it. But I'll be real, like that is actually kind of used in an interesting way when it comes to Genocide Jill's like sort of memory.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why she's not lowest. And don't get me wrong, like in a game where everybody's like murdering each other, it is interesting to have a legit serial killer there.
Who doesn't murder anybody.
Yeah, and not only that, but has a specific way of killing people that you would immediately know she did it.
Yeah.
Which could be used to frame her and is at one point used to frame her. But the reason she's here is just because, one, every time she shows up, I'm just like, oh my God. I don't.
Like, she never really provides anything useful, and it's always just like, it's a line that's like you immediately kind of want to
DID, thank you, JG. But yeah, you're totally right. The real reason she's here, number two, the second reason, the real reason, she is so woefully underutilized.
Yeah.
She is an interesting character who could have had interesting motivations for doing interesting things. And she is reduced to just constantly thirsting for Byakuya. And it's like, I get it. She's horny. That's cool.
Like, let her breathe. Like, they could have done a lot of interesting things with her talent, and they just don't, really. It was so funny how you kept being like, okay, like she has to be relevant because she's a writer. She has to be relevant because she's a writer. But it's like she kind of really mostly writes like smut novels. But she also like she made multiple references to like old literature. So it's like she has that knowledge base.
And there
She just doesn't use
was she used in what was it, chapter 4? I think it was chapter 4.
No, I remember because you were like, oh, she'd know about the
book.
log room mystery.
Yeah,
and
that
she'd
mystery.
know, and then she just never.
Yeah, it never fucking happens. This
It's
is just
Danganronpa
yeah,
1.
Danganronpa 1. I should here. I'll go ahead and update the title to be Danganronpa 1. Thank you for that that notification. But yeah, that's why she's here. Really interesting character. Also, that tongue, man. Fucking put that shit back. Like, we don't need all that. All right, moving on.
I'm scared. I don't even really remember.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Murkrow. She's interesting, but she just does not get most of her screen time is when she's dead, and her being like her dead body being a prop. So it's like she's an interesting character to think about, but in the actual game itself, she just does not provide enough to rank any higher. But I think like she can be interesting. She just is not utilized. I think, and it's especially hard to rank her because like she spends all of her screen time pretending to be someone else.
Yeah.
And then she never gets time to like interact with people as she is. And so in like because I know like there's like an anime or whatever where she gets a more prominent role, but it's like, you know, like I'm ranking it based off of strictly Danganronpa 1, strictly Trigger Happy Havoc. Like,
Sure.
In Trigger Happy Havoc, she's not enough of a character to rank any higher, but she's interesting to think about.
Yeah, she's very interesting to think about. I don't even know where this art comes from. Is this like one of the side stories or something?
No, this is her official concept art.
Oh.
All of these are official concept art.
Oh,
It's
cool.
funny because she's the only one that, if you look at the images that I chose, they all have a red background because they're all part of the same series of images. She was the only one that didn't have one that was actually of her. It was her. It was concept art of like her pretending to be Junko, and I was like, well, I want to use actually her.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to
yeah,
use.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Not
know.
when she's pretending to be someone else. Yeah, that's totally makes sense. All right. Good to go?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, what else can I say about her? She doesn't really do anything else. Did you like that?
Yes. Yasuhiro Hagakure in my number 13. Yeah. Stoner. Uninteresting. We've already said so much about him. I just rank him up a little higher because he is almost overutilized. Like we get so many, like he gets so many opportunities to turn it around.
And he just never does.
And don't get me wrong, I really appreciated when he locked in at the end.
Yeah, it
Like
was nice.
having the comic relief suddenly get serious and
like gulp?
yeah, then it's like, oh shit. And then people are like trying to play with him and he's like, no. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
But on
It
the
was
whole,
just so late,
yeah.
to be fair. And it's like
just-
his life had been on the line for so long before that. And it's like, it's a little late of a lock-in for me.
Yeah. All right. And that's really all I got.
Like,
I must say it was fun doing his voice though.
yeah, no,
It
your
was-
voice for him was really good.
Viewers.
We should have ranked them by how fun the voices were to do.
Oh,
Elise, hi. Hello, Elise viewers. Elise, what were you playing? We're ranking Danganronpa. It's full of spoilers, so just beware of that. For Danganronpa 1, I haven't played any of those.
Like, oh, you're like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of spoilers and there's just a dead
Yeah.
body on the screen.
Well, this
isn't.
spoiler. This isn't a spoiler.
Yeah, it's not real.
It's not real.
It's, you know what's
yeah.
funny? They did a demo for 2x2.
It's okay. He's cake.
They did a demo for 2x2, and for the first trial, they used him again. They
Yasuhiro.
used this exact PNG again
Again. That's great.
to hide, who's gonna be the real.
All right. So yeah, he was fun to voice. I really wish like they did a little bit more. Like he should have had luck like play into his stuff a little bit.
Yeah, you know what's really interesting though? He does actually have a moment where like he after I think after chapter 3, he's like, okay, there's not gonna be any more murders, and he's right.
Yeah.
Like he's right because Sakura, commits suicide, but there's no murders after that
Right.
point. So it's like it's very interesting because sometimes he does actually predict things, but it's just lost in a sauce of just nonsense.
Yeah, just nonsense and him talking about UFOs and shit, which could be fun, but yeah.
It's like, yeah, I feel like they could have done so much more with his talent because it's so silly.
Yeah, I feel it's funny because they could have done so much more, and yet they did too much. Yasuhiro's like inclusion in this game is much like his hair. It's just too much.
It's just too much with no substance.
Yeah. a lot of sturdiness, but yeah. There's a presence to it. Anyway, I'm gonna stop belaboring this metaphor.
Yeah, it's Toko.
Oh, it's
12 is
Toko.
I will say I don't know. I like her design, and I feel like she can be interesting. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, her design carries her, and I will say sometimes it is funny when she's a little bit like. I kind of like when girls are freaks. I think it's funny.
Yeah,
but she's kind of too much of a freak. She's too much, which is on purpose.
Right.
But it's still just a little on the side of too much for me.
Yeah.
But I like her design a lot.
She's got a good design. She's kind
of the potential man of like designs for me. Like they could have done so many, like especially with her talent and everything. Like she is the potential. She's the potential woman of Danganronpa for me, where it's like they could have done a lot of interesting things with her talent and with being a serial killer, all that stuff, and they just kind of never did.
Oh yeah, you included Genocide Jill.
Yeah,
with Toko.
Genocide Jill and Toko are combined for me.
Okay. Yeah, because you're right. Like, at the same time, like I think she's really annoying, and she's one note, and that note is horny. At the same time, like I'm totally down with like there being horny characters. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say like
it's just not fun when it's the only thing that she has.
She has
really.
one lane, and it's horny.
It's horny or making people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, like come on, man.
And it's like it's also kinky horny, and it's like whatever.
Like she's
not
like
to kink shame, but like
she's drooling on herself
drooling
constantly, and like
she's talking about like I think she talks about some like BDSM stuff, but which not kink
she
shaming,
calls
but
somebody master. Like
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so anyway,
like no shame there.
Yeah, not kink shaming though. That's totally cool. Kink shaming is my kink. So all right. Mikuro Kisaba, my number 12. I just think she's interesting, and it's almost funny because the reason you put her low is the reason I put her high.
Oh, because she's like kind of mysterious.
Yeah, and not only is she mysterious, but she also, you are talking to her at the beginning.
Yeah.
And once you realize that was a different character, and that was who she thought she was pretending to be, like, in the moments where I feel like she wasn't acting.
She had some moments of clarity, yeah.
Yeah, and like, especially when she dies, it's like, oh, like
why me?
Yeah, and I feel like you really kind of understand like the betrayal for her. Just that act of betrayal. I feel like she's I really enjoyed her character. I want to, and for me, the mark of a good character is I need to know more. I want to know what else, like, who is this person? And like, yeah, the game gives us such a small amount, especially with all this art of her in like fucking bulletproof vests.
It's crazy.
And like with all these guns and knives and shit.
Like,
it's fucking sick. So yeah. I'm insanely horny and kinky, and Toko is way too horny and kinky. Okay.
Yeah, it's
but yeah. But unfortunately, I just I don't have much to
she spends not like her plot relevance is only when she's dead.
Yeah.
And it's like okay.
But like, still, very interesting character. And the way she's utilized in the story is that's another reason why I put her in here, because having her be the twin to Junko and like having them that dynamic, it just makes her interesting. It elevates her, just by nature of that being like a twist that is included in the game. All right,
is it shocking that Chihiro is this low?
A little bit.
I just feel like Chihiro is kind of like, I don't know, I think they're fine. Like, they're not bad.
Are we going they them with Chihiro, or
I mean, I'm of the belief that if Chihiro got to survive like a few chapters more, that it would have been him, and like they would have changed, like, or not changed, but they would have like accepted themselves for who they were.
Right.
And I feel like that was the route that they were going to become comfortable with who they are. And so I feel like if they got that, then they would have been him. But it's like, I also 100% understand people that like view Chihiro's gender as something more complicated. So I usually will just go with they, them to like, you know, be accepting of like, hey, if you think it's he, him, that's fine. And if you think it's she, her, that's also fine. But
yeah, I think that I'm agreeing with they, them, just because they, them is also useful in terms of like, you know, I feel like they are in a period of like transition.
Yeah, they don't even know themselves yet.
Exactly. And so I think it's appropriate to like allow for both options.
Yes.
And they, them allows for that. So yet I misgendered her. Sorry, Chihiro. But yeah.
It's okay. I'll accept the I just think they're fine. I feel like
I just think they're fine.
I think they're fine. I feel like back in the day, you would not believe the discourse surrounding Chihiro's gender.
Oh, I could believe it.
Yeah, it was.
When did this game come out? 2010?
Somewhere around there. The discourse was fucking crazy, and I'm not even joking. Like, if you use any pronouns besides like she, her, you would get like jumped on Tumblr. I remember that. Which is like, I don't know. It's complicated. I don't want to be like, oh, if you use she, her, you're incorrect, because it's like, it's complicated. Like, that's the whole point of their character. I feel like is their gender is complicated. Like, they, you know. Anyways, but I feel like the discourse kind of tired me out with them, and I also feel like they're just kind of there for the most part, and I don't know. Like, they're not awful. They're not great. They're just kind of middle of the road for me with Chihiro. The most interesting thing Chihiro does is die and then make an AI. So, like, I'm sorry.
The interesting thing Chihiro does is die.
Like, I'm sorry. But that's pretty much
Jesus
it. Like, yeah, the AI gets me more of a character.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like, especially with like most of what we learn about Chihiro, the interesting stuff that we learn about Chihiro is said by Monokuma. And it's like, well, Monokuma could be lying, but like, I don't think Monokuma was lying, but it's still just like, you know, I'd love to hear what Chihiro thought for themselves.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't want like Monokuma editorializing, you know, but I don't know. They're fine. I don't hate them. I just feel like a lot of people really like Chihiro, and I just kind of like okay. I mean, they're fine.
Yeah. Again, you're not saying that Chihiro being number 11 is like D tier.
No, it's not low. This is like literally like they're like a B tier character for me. Like, they're not awful. They're just not.
B would be
as
above average.
Yeah, they're just not as interesting as so many of the other characters to me.
Yeah, it's kind of tough ranking characters sometimes because it's like.
And also, we didn't do a lot. Like, we kind of split up a lot of our free time with a bunch of different characters. Yeah. And so it's like, I'm sure if we did the free times, I would like Chihiro more, maybe. But I just kind of never really liked the I'm scared, you know, blah blah blah, which they were trying to change, but they never got there because they died. Right. So it's like Chihiro kind of also a potential person of Danganronpa, because they never got to, like, you know, actually get stronger, actually change. Right. Because well, a dumbbell. A certain dumbbell came into their life, and
Chihiro, so smart, taken out by a dumbbell.
Couldn't, yeah, I know. Their brain couldn't handle a dumbbell, so I don't know how smart they really were.
All right, moving on?
Yeah.
All right.
You bitch! Fuck you! Okay, end the stream. I'm pissed. Why'd you have to choose this picture?
Because I knew it would piss you off.
You fucking asshole.
Ishimaru,
you fucking bitch. You would have liked it. I'm not even joking. If we had done his free times, you would have liked him. Like, more of his free times.
More of his free times?
I'm not even joking, because his lore is so interesting.
Yeah, it's also one of those things where you have a tendency when we play games and or like watch movies and stuff, you will push someone so hard. You will be like, they're the best character. They're the best character. Why are you talking to anyone else? They're the best character. And it will put me off of them. Like, you like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure so much that you made me not want to watch it.
You're welcome.
And you liked Ishimaru so much that I breathed the sigh of relief when he got killed.
Fuck you. See, this is fucked up sibling dynamic. This is fucked up.
The most interesting thing Ishimaru ever did was become a different person. Caleb's very depressed right now. In all seriousness, I do like Ishimaru, and he is not like low in my ranking. And technically he's low in my ranking, but like again, that all of these characters are very interesting and they've got something going for them. He is definitely above average. He's like, you know, like you said, B around there. But he's just not I just don't like people like this. Like I'm not gonna lie, the way I ranked some of these characters was literally just like
if I met them in real life.
How would I feel if I saw their face? If I opened a door and saw them them standing there?
He's gonna.
And if it was Ishimaru, I would be like, oh fuck this guy. All right, well we're doing something, I guess, or I'm doing something wrong, or I'm gonna have to babysit this fucking child.
Catatonic man. Aww.
I don't get me wrong though. I do appreciate his arc, and when this peppy like kid, this
constantly showing up for the breakfast meeting,
like doing that like brown noser shit and then he gets traumatized at that one part where he's just not talking.
He's like non-functional, like he can't even
that I like that.
Yeah.
Like I like it when he got traumatized. I like it because he had an arc there, and then he learned to become he learned to go ultra instinct.
He coped by pretending to become his and his quote unquote brother's love child, essentially.
But I also feel like I wish we got more of him because I feel like he would have eventually realized that becoming a different person is probably not what Mondo would have wanted. Like incorporating Mondo into his personality so clearly. I think if he got time to like grow, he would have eventually sort of like intermingled the things that he liked
about Mondo
and other people in his life, that he would become a well-rounded character.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I do like this is one of those things where it's like all these different chemicals of characters are interacting with each other, and I like that Ishimaru is there to like bounce off of people, so not to bounce off, so that people bounce off of him.
Yeah.
So you get an understanding of who characters are based on how they react to him. Yeah. So in that way, I appreciate Ishimaru, and that's why he's like ranked a little bit higher. That said, that speaks a lot to him as a character, where it's just like, I like what you do to other people, not you yourself.
Can I tell you his lore really quick? Because I think his lore is actually very interesting. You love to dislike them. His lore is actually very interesting because I think in an interview they actually said like his backstory was getting so like dark that they actually cut a lot of it because it was just like it's so dark even for Danganronpa. So like
even for Danganronpa,
which is crazy.
What the fuck happened to Ishimaru?
Which is crazy. So his lore for right now, or like the uncut lore is his. I think his grandfather used to be Prime Minister of Japan. His grandfather, I forget exact. I think his grandfather started taking like a lot of. Oh no! I think he got ousted out because he was taking a bunch of bribes, and he just was a corrupt politician. And so his grandfather was impeached or something like that, and left the position. And then his family, Ishimaru's family, took on so much debt that they lived in like poverty, and like they couldn't like. It was really bad situation for all of them. And so Ishimaru like lived with the motto of like, because his grandfather was lauded as like a genius and somebody that was like extremely, like he didn't have to work for what he had gotten. And so that's why Ishimaru is so like, I need to work as hard as I can because he wants to earn everything that he gets for himself. And so he's very like it's essentially like, anyways.
Jason, I was going to make the same joke. I chose not to.
Thank you.
I chose peace.
It was very brave of you. It was very brave of you. But yeah, I think he's like, we should have hung out with him more, even though you said like I was pushing him too hard. I do think his lore is one of the most interesting because it's like, I don't know, there's just something. I can see that. There's just something so sad about him that he lives so rigidly because it's the only way that he can live comfortably. Like he's kind of a stickler for the rules because it's like that's how he makes himself comfortable because he,
I feel like if I got more of that in the game, I probably would have ranked him higher.
Yeah.
I think there are some other characters who I have higher than him that I would probably see a little bit lower. Like maybe even Mondo, because I think I don't know who my next one is. I think Mondo's pretty close, but yeah, like I think we got what I needed from Ishimaru was what they did for Mondo. Mm-hmm. Like I need that, like what you're talking about. I need to. I want to know. Like, not that I need to know for all these characters who have problems or just like this.
But it's just interesting to know.
It is very interesting. Yeah. And that's one of the things that I love about like character focused like stories. I really enjoy learning about people, learning like who they are and why the way they are. Why they are the way they are. But yeah, as far as like what I got from Ishimaru from the game without any backstory and just what we got from playing, yeah, I would have really liked to have that.
Yeah,
moment.
It's funny because like we got like if we had just hung out with him like I think one more time, we would have like.
It's the same for a couple different characters. Yeah,
I know, it's so sad. I think especially because like we hung out with him when he was catatonic, and he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't okay.
Oh man!
But yeah, we would have
That's
gotten.
when I wanted to hang out with him the most, though, because I just wanted.
It's like
to,
he needed someone there. It was really upsetting to me when like he's completely catatonic and like nobody's like looking out for him really.
Yeah.
And it's like guys, like
well,
y'all are
there
all
was
going
one
through
person
it,
who was looking.
I know Yasuhiro was actually like, "Hey, are you okay, man?"
That's why.
Which was kind of sweet.
I Yasuhiro's a bro. I did appreciate it, and that's why I'm saying, even though Yasuhiro was like really low for me. He's still like, I love that stuff.
Yeah.
And him specifically doing that and being like I just wish
knew,
that they
like,
locked in on that more and like have him be
like
dumbass.
an older brother figure.
Yeah.
Like,
but like, an older brother, like a goofy sort of like fail son kind of like
yeah, but he knows when to lock in.
Yeah,
he did not know when to lock in.
And I feel like with Yasuhiro, it would have been great if he locked in when it came to character moments, when
like
it came to people like going through shit.
Yeah.
It's like it
was like
because he did with Ishimaru.
Like he randomly showed a lot of emotional intelligence when it came to Ishimaru, and then he never shows it like again.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, that was so interesting.
He never shows any kind of intelligence
ever again. Yeah.
No, you're a ghost.
Yeah, she's standing right there.
It would have been a funnier thing if he proved how intelligent he was by saying like, you're not real. And it's like, well, prove that they're real. And it's like, how do you prove someone's real? And it's like, well, and then you could have like a whole spiritual conversation, and that could be a backdoor into like how he feels about spirituality. But no, he's literally saying you're a ghost. And no, I'm not. How do you know that? They're right there.
Because the corpse is somebody else.
The corpse is someone else. All right, moving on.
It's Mondo.
Oh, I thought Mondo would be higher for you.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Mondo. I like the conflict that he breeds more than I like Mondo. I don't think he's bad. I feel like Mondo is kind of like a B+ for me.
Sure.
Maybe B+. I feel like if Mondo survived longer, he would be higher. I think a lot of characters, not all of them, but a good portion of them are like they are kind of curtailed because of how soon they died. Because like I like the fact that he punched Naegi in the face. I think that's really funny. And I like that he didn't plan to kill somebody, but his short temper led him to doing it. And then he had severe regret afterwards.
Yeah.
And then like the whole idea of like he murders somebody and then like he takes the time to move Chihiro to the other bathroom to hide Chihiro's secret. Really great. And imagine being Mondo when he does that, and then, the body discovery thing goes off, and they all find the body, and the body's completely changed. Can you imagine being him in that moment? Oh, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the shock that he went through in that scene was real.
Yeah.
Even though he knew Chihiro was dead and he killed him, them, it was like, holy shit, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's like, what the
that's
fuck?
crazy.
And I do like how he was caught out, not because of like evidence really, but he was caught out because he couldn't he just made a simple slip up with just when talking. Like when he was like kind of calling
Yeah, it was-
Chihiro like bro, or like you
Yeah.
know, being more like masculine when talking about Chihiro, or like when he was just like, oh, the color of the jacket, it was blue, and it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Like
well,
I like how, you know,
like he's not a person who naturally lies.
yeah, he's not
He-
he's not going out of his way to deceive people.
Yeah,
And,
he's
like,
not thinking it all the way through. He kind of wears it all on the outside. He kind of bears all. He kind of like he's not obfuscating anything. He's just avoiding saying directly incriminating things.
And when he's like, and when he does have a secret to hide, it's like constantly eating away at him. Like he doesn't, he's not a dishonest person. And when he's when he feels forced to be dishonest, it like bubbles out of him. Like he, you know, it just like eats away at him. I feel like he's a very interesting character. He's just did not survive long enough to really pass anybody else on my list.
Okay.
But I like him.
Oops.
Spoilers! Spoilers! Go to your number 10 now, and then we'll go
all
back to that. That's really funny.
Both of our number 10s were Mondo.
That's really funny.
Yeah, well, we can just go back to yours.
I mean, is it the same?
It's literally, I mean, it's Mondo. It is the same. I would highlight more that I really appreciated him moving Chihiro like to the other
Bathroom. Locker room.
locker room. I was like, not bathroom. But I can't stand this corncob hair motherfucker.
Fuck you.
He's also like he's extreme, and I like that about him. But at the same time, it's like, okay, it's a little bit much. It's
He
kind
needs
of
to sort out his anger issues.
I think a lot of the characters in Danganronpa are like extreme,
They're
but
really heightened.
yeah, they're really heightened, and I understand why, but it kind of interferes with their likability. And a lot of the more likable characters, the characters that are higher on my list, are characters who are
More
multifaceted, more mellow, more understanding, more like they're more real people, I guess. They're more holistically presented and understood. It's just Mondo's extreme. And the other thing I would say is like his bromance with Ishimaru.
It was beautiful.
It was very cute.
It was very
cute.
short-lived, but
it was very
beautiful.
short-lived. It was very affecting for one of them. And when they were talking to each other before they get,
it was really
when
cute.
The execution happens. It was say it
before-
ain't so, bro.
It's
And the
so-
fact that during his trial, you have to convince Ishimaru
that it was him.
and then Mondo's just like, yeah, and then he doesn't put up a fight. He's just like, yeah, you guys got me. But yeah, but you know, he killed Chihiro, so peace.
He didn't mean it though. He didn't mean it.
All right, tell me why you're wrong.
I'm sorry. I think okay, so guys, I ranked mine. There's a Danganronpa character sorter. I did that. I'm actually surprised that she is this low. Not that being this low is like bad. Like this is still a good ranking. Like I feel like she's like a B plus character. I like her a lot. I fear that I love her relationship with Sakura. It is the best part of like both of them. I love their relationship. It is so cute. I feel like her character's a bit like hampered by the amount of fan service that they use her for. Like it kind of gets uncomfortable, and I feel like not her character, but like her presence gets kind of like, it suffers in my eyes because they're constantly like using her for fan service at times.
There
And
were
like,
a couple
okay.
CGs. Well, one
when she's
CG
crying in her
particular.
bed and you see her like underwear and everything, and it's like there's no need for this.
There was literally like one of the CGs that I used in my presentation. I deliberately cropped that out because why? Like what? You're deliberately going out of your way to like whatever.
Highlight. Yeah,
Which
it was
sucks because she's such a cool character. Like I don't.
She's a very like this is like a regular ass person,
and
like,
that's
she's
what
not
makes
even,
the fan servicey shit all the more fucked up.
Yeah.
Because it's like And the fact that they did the fan service, the pervy shit.
Yeah.
When she was literally at one of her lowest moments in the story, she's like crying in her bed, and they decide to fucking do a panty shot. Like what the fuck?
That. It's like, guys, like come
what
on.
in the goddamn? Like I hope that changes with the subsequent, because
I feel like
whenever I get into whenever I get into one of these visual novels, it's like, okay, what level of horny are we dealing with here?
I fear that Danganronpa does get a bit. I don't remember if there's moments like, because the Aoi moment in her bed is like egregious, because it's like it's one thing to like sexualize a character, it's another to sexualize like their grief. Like that just feels really gross.
Yeah.
I fear that like there's a lot of. I feel like the horniness does take a bit of a step up in the next games, but is it at least not as despicable? Because I can understand, sometimes people are horny. I think it depends person to person. I fear that like there's a character in Danganronpa 2 that I do not. Yeah, it gets worse from here. Yeah.
Okay. Because one of the unfortunate things, especially with Aoi, is like there are a couple scenes where she's like just leaning over, and it's like, look,
it's like, guys, stop it.
She's well endowed, and it's like, at the same time, there are well endowed people who exist, and they should be just allowed to exist. If you've got, a big chest, you're going to lean over sometimes, and
yeah,
and you should be allowed to do that without like everybody like being like, oh, that's sexualized. It's like at a certain point you have to understand that like you're the person who's like sexualizing her, but at the same time I fully understand she is not real. She is a drawn person who is being drawn in specific ways, and that bedroom scene, there is no excuse.
There's no excuse.
That
was just gross. I fear like there's a character in Danganronpa 2 that it's just not great. But there's a character in V3 where it's like she's sexualized and she makes a lot of sexual comments, but it's like she would do that. Like she would be sexualizing herself.
Yeah.
So it feels a bit different.
Yeah.
Whereas with Aoi, when it's like she's just a fucking athlete. Like she's allowed to wear shorts, and she's allowed to wear like a low cut shirt because she's a fucking like. First of all, she can do whatever the fuck she wants.
It's true.
She doesn't need anyone to tell her what the fuck to do, and also because she's a fucking athlete. Like let her fucking wear whatever she. It's just I feel like her if she wasn't a sexualized, she would probably be higher, because I think she's a great like emotional core to the series. I feel like she
nailed it. Yes.
I just fear that like after the trial with Sakura is great for her. I really love how she's like did you like that picture that I sent you where it was like hold on, I need to find it really quick, where it was like Lord take me, and whoever's reading this, ready this fucking picture.
Call Me Chemical says, I don't know if you're planning on playing the spin-off Ultra Despair Girls, but it has the most uncomfortable moment in the entire series. I think we're not going to play it because of that.
It's awful. We're not playing that shit. It's awful.
Yes, I did see those.
It's so funny.
All right, so that's what it looks like, and I'll read it now. Lord, take me, and whoever's reading this, we ready, says Aoi. Yasuhiro says, hold on, bro, I ain't ready. And Byakuya says, I don't know you, dog.
It's so funny. Like, I really like that she was ready to nuke everybody because they, essentially got her oomph killed.
God, she's such a cool character.
Yeah, I just fear that like after that, she kind of like, I don't know, I think that one of the reasons why I like Ishimaru so much is because he goes genuinely catatonic after, because like it's very easy. Like sometimes it can feel like, oh, these characters are dies, and the other characters kind of like don't give a fuck. They're like, oh, that's a gulp, that's not great, and then they kind of move on.
Sometimes I forget. That's one of the reasons why I was like, oh, this is like fake or something, or like they're robots or something.
Because like sometimes they just don't react as much as you would have thought. But it's like
at a certain point, like okay, after I feel like after a few murders, that people would get to that point. It's like, well, it happens, and it happens because we're in this situation, and we just kind of like a Celeste kind of feel a vibe of like
They just got
you
used
just have
to
to
it.
adapt.
Yeah.
And because that's what humans do, they adapt. But at the same time, like, I forgot what I was saying. I completely forgot what I was saying. Anyway.
The reactions.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I was thinking that, like, it was like that they weren't actually dead, because even like the way that it's written, kind of like they are so like I was driving the other day and I was like, oh yeah, these characters are alive, and it's like it fully hit me that they're like, no, they died, like they're dead. Like Sayaka's dead. Like she is dead
for real.
Like she is gone. And like, I don't know what the other games are going to do, but like based on, even if I don't ever get to the other games,
which is impossible because I'm going to make
dead.
you play them.
Like,
yeah, she's not coming back.
It doesn't even hit, it didn't even hit me really. So in that way, it's kind of funny because it's almost I'm emulating how the kids were like sort of reacting, or may have reacted later. So anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, Aui's fine.
Fine.
I just, it's complicated.
It's complicated.
I'm scared.
All right.
You fucking bitch!
First off, I don't know what this CG is.
This is from Ultra Despair Girls, which is very funny.
Okay.
But this was it's funny because this scene from Ultra Despair Girls is like the culmination of his arc. It's
the culmination of Byakuya's arc is in Ultra Despair Girls.
It's kind of sad, but yeah, it is kind of.
Okay.
Because it's like in this, I mean, can I say? It's not really super spoilery.
Nah, just in case maybe.
We are never playing Ultra Despair Girls. If you play it, I'm not gonna be here.
Not playing necessarily, but maybe like watching it, like, or maybe we have a stream where we just do a TLDR of Ultra Despair Girls and maybe watch some of the CGs. Because I do want one of the craziest fucking things from this entire experience was that one fucking unhinged CG scene of fucking Aoi getting fucking triple teamed by fucking what the, and then Toko just died off screen. Like if Ultra Despair Girls has even an ounce of that,
it has quite a bit of that.
I need to like at least
it's so bad.
Like watch like bits of a Let's Play or something. Like I need that.
You need to play Danganronpa 2 though first.
No, yeah. We're definitely doing that.
Well, because like there's characters from anyways. It's complicated.
I had a sneaking suspicion based on an art that I saw of Byakuya being oh yeah, no, I bought I think I bought Danganronpa 2, either that or I looked at buying it. I'm pretty sure I bought it because they were all on sale.
Yeah.
I think 1, 2, and V3 were on sale, and I bought the whole all three of them. But V2 has like a big like art
it's
of
not V2,
all
it's
of
just
the like it has a big scene, like a screen full of all the characters, and it's like in one of them it's just big, it's just obese Byakuya. Oh, Byakuya. I'm like, so is that a thing? Is like other characters coming back in like the...
I'm not saying.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
All right. Yeah. You don't worry about it. Okay. So yeah, Byakuya is my number 9. He's interesting. I get it. But again, this is one of those situations where you really need to fucking chill. Because I get it. You like Byakuya. I understand. It got to a point where it's just like every time I saw him, it's like, oh fucking
I'm
Christ.
sorry, I like him. You know what's really funny though? I didn't like him before we started. Like I thought he was like okay. I did not like him before we started playing, and then we started playing. So I'm gonna blame it on you. It's your fault.
You're welcome. You can owe me. So
no, I don't.
In terms of the way that Byakuya is sort of like used in the story, don't get me wrong. Again, this isn't low. He's not F tier. I would say he's probably like B+, maybe even A.
Well,
I would say A entirely because the way he is utilized toward the end, where he is starting to completely drop like his sort of pretentiousness, and he's being like Byakuya is the most interesting when he has a plan and it fails in front of him. It like falls apart in front of his face. That's one of the reasons why I really like the way that the game did it versus the anime, I forget which one it was. I think it was
Four.
soccer, trial 4,
Yeah.
where it was just like, oh,
He's just wrong. He's just wrong.
just flat out wrong. And, Kyoko tells him to his face, like, that is going to be a problem for you in the future if you don't take into account people's motivations for why they're doing stuff. And it will like bite you in the ass. And it bit him in the ass. And like, yeah, it's fascinating. And to the point where, and I also sympathize with him when he like fucked that up and immediately goes to Monokuma's like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore.
I'm fucking done.
No,
I'm fucking done.
I'm playing at a disadvantage. I only realized that until just now. Fuck this. I'm out. So yeah, I totally understand. But yeah, on the whole, he's just like a lot of the game. He's very one note. He's very like, oh yeah, he's the pretentious dickbag. And it's like, oh great, it's the pretentious dickbag. He's kind of a different shade of Ishimaru for me, where it's like, he's one note, but not in really an interesting way. Don't get me wrong, he's also higher because I like how he deliberately manipulated Nagi, like, and took him under his wing. That was very funny.
Really
he became Kyoko for a little bit and like bastardized the whole thing, and that was very entertaining. That said, after that,
yeah, he kind of gets a little underutilized.
I kind of want to see what it would be like if the game just didn't have Toko in it.
Yeah.
Because would Byakuya do the same things, or
would he step in at a certain point and be like, once he's done with the game, like would he be able to fulfill like the Toko role?
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like Toko is so like adept and so like so adept at investigating and so smart that she's literally a crutch for like everybody. And I would find it really interesting, like, because like I feel like the 3 main characters of Danganronpa are Naegi, Kyoko, and Togami at a certain point. I'm not even joking. Like, I feel like, because it's the protagonist, the what is it? The whatever. I forget the word. Like the support character, and then the antagonist, like the antagonist of the cast, or like the students. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. He's interesting.
Yeah.
I'll go into it more when we get to mine. I wonder where he is.
But yeah, no, it's unfortunate because I kind of wanted to know if the reason why he was doing the things that he was doing was because like Genocide Jill is a threat. Like Toko not so much. But Genocide Jill,
no, she straight up says like
fits the MO for her
completely
like, murder victims, like, and I wonder if based on what you were saying, it would be very interesting if the reason he was doing a lot of the things that he was doing and playing it pretty safe, or at least being kind of stuck up and especially that's one of the unforgivable things about Byakuya that I will never get over is what he did to Chihiro's body.
Yeah, that's
like no, like don't, like, I get it, but no, I understand. Fuck you,
Yeah.
like, but is a very interesting character, and I would be interested to know like what that would have. I would, based on what this ranking is, like I said before, based on everything that I got from the game.
Mm-hmm.
If there were scenes where Byakuya was like specifically like, Toko is like, I feel threatened. I need, like, can someone help me out here? Like,
but he would not stoop that low.
No.
Is the thing is like, he would not ask for help. But like, there's multiple scenes in the game where he runs out of the cafeteria and then like he's like locking. I think in chapter 2 or 3 where he's like locking himself in the boys' locker room.
Oh,
because he doesn't want to see her or something. Something like that, if I remember right. That might be me talking about it on my ass, but I'm pretty sure that that's a real thing, where he was genuinely like, yeah, I'm just straight up hiding from her. Like, I don't want to see her. And it's like, it's first of all like funny, like, oh, he's hiding from her because she's a freak, but it's also like, she's also a serial killer.
Yeah.
And she said like, oh yeah, you fit my MO. Like, you're my exact perfect victim. Like, it's like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's a character that's like, you play it once and you're like, okay, you fucking bitch. But then like when you replay it and you like understand like a lot of his personality is like, because he is kind of like Ishimaru, where it's like he just doesn't understand how like people really work. Like he doesn't understand like the connections that can form between people, because he's not even viewing people as people. He's viewing everything as like he is viewing it as a game. Like he's viewing it as everyone is a chess piece. That's why he felt so comfortable doing what he did to Chihiro.
Right.
And then like later on, I feel like he does he probably will have some guilt about what he did. You know, at the end where he's like, oh shit, like this is actually fucking real. Like,
see, if I had more time, I would have split Byakuya into like who Byakuya
part one,
is
part two
at the beginning of the game, and then who Byakuya becomes at the end. Because I like the Byakuya at the end of the game way more than the beginning, because I feel like the Byakuya at the end of the game is a much more like rounded character, much more.
Like he becomes an actual person,
right? He's not like
and he shows vulnerability
too.
He
becomes a character. He becomes like and vulnerable and But yeah, as he stands, like on the whole, I kind of have to average him out.
Yeah,
and
I get that.
Yeah, so he's just he's fine. He's just not my cup of tea.
And he,
I
will say he gets better in like the supplemental material, like in like
I would imagine
he has novels. He has like a novel series about him, and he's like. There's other stuff about him. You'll see. But like just basing it off of the game itself. Yeah, I completely understand.
Yeah. All right.
He's a bitch. He's a bitch. I feel like she's very interesting. She shows up very little, like Junko shows up as herself for very little, but she is so iconic. She makes such a big like impact on obviously the game, but also just like she's I don't know. Her design is awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like she's just so like I love how she doesn't really have a reason. She's just like, I just fucking love despair and I'm bored. Like, you know what? Hell yeah. Like, fuck yeah, girl. Like, you don't need a tragic backstory. You don't need anything. You just need to have like hate and despair in your heart. And then that's I support her wrongs. I support her.
I like her as a metaphor for just sometimes despair. People will be struck by despair, and it doesn't really matter if it has a rhyme or a reason.
Yeah, she's like a force of nature.
Yeah, exactly. I think that she's a perfect vessel for that. Also, that design, man, her whole thing, and This is your number 8.
Yeah, that's my number 8. But I just feel like she's not even like a character to me. She's like the weather. Like she is unpredictable. She's a force of nature. Like her point is like not even to be like a character. It's to be like an obstacle. It's to be like can you overcome me? Kind of thing. I don't know. I think she's very interesting. I feel like she's quite interesting, but I like the other characters more.
She's got chutzpah.
Yeah. She's got that cunt in her. Oh.
My number 8, Celestia Ludenberg, or what was her name?
Celeste.
No, what was her?
Teiko Yasuhiro.
Yasuhiro, yeah. So Celeste is interesting in a bunch of different ways. I like her. Again, I rank them based on like, if I saw Byakuya, I would be like, oh my god, all right, okay. It depends on which Byakuya I'm getting, but I understand. Celeste is more like kind of Junko, or not. Junko. I forgot. Like, is it Junko or is it Mukuro? But yeah, no, it's Junko. It's kind of like that, but a little bit more like, or not a little bit, a lot more like sort of grounded. She has reasons for doing what she's doing,
whether it's good or not.
I like how at the very beginning she was like extremely practical and just like, look, if we want to make it out of here alive, we have to adapt. We have to figure out, we are being held captive. We need to figure out what our captor wants. We need to play by the rules. And as long as we, sort of like abide by those rules, it should be fine. but at the same time, she's fully aware that things are going to go south.
Yeah.
Like I like how she is constantly playing the game, much like Byakuya is, but she does it a little bit more
subtly.
Yeah. And plus, one of the other great things I like about her is her snapping at Hifumi. Like, fuck that guy.
So it's awesome.
Make me my fucking tea.
Like, I don't know. I like women that are mean. I'm sorry.
I like women who are mean to Hifumi.
Yeah, well, yes.
That's my requirement.
You should watch her. There's a bunch of scenes in English of the game that I think you should watch. I think her, like, when she starts breaking down in her trial is like a great, like, she's like,
Yeah.
because like that moment where she kind of I think she's very interesting.
Yeah, I think
Where she drops all pretense at the very end. It's
much like Mondo, I appreciated that about her, where she was just like,
and she gives you alter ego back.
She's
like, I'm done using the pawn.
I'm not a good loser. And yeah, her doing that. I draw the line at like the
pretending Ishimaru sexually assaulted her.
That was
crazy.
That was rough, but at the same time,
she
like,
is playing the game.
Yeah, and if you're going to criticize, her for doing that, you should probably also criticize Byakuya for straight up stringing up
a body.
Yeah. Anyway, but when people are put in this situation, not that they're excused from what they're doing, but you can understand why they do what they do. Regardless, every time Celeste was on screen, this is the reason why she's here. It's not like if Celeste showed up at my door in this situation where 2D is 3D. This is a perfect example of like, no, I appreciate her from a distance.
Yeah, but I do not want to interact with her.
I do not want to interact with her.
She would be I feel like she would be really mean to me.
She is probably, she is extreme. She has extreme high
subtle
school,
about being
like,
mean about it.
bully, like, girl energy. But at the same time, every time she showed up in the game, I was like, oh, what's gonna happen now?
We're locked in.
Here we go. What's going on here?
Like, she was not like farting around. She was on it.
Yeah. I just appreciated that about her. I appreciated that she was there and mixing things up. And actually, even though I basically figured it out immediately.
Yeah, her plan was not the best. But it
wasn't the best, but she had a plan.
Yeah. She had a fully thought out plan.
She is one of the few characters who actually played the game. Who actually met, like, even though her, like, sort of MO at the beginning was like, look, we have to adapt, we have to figure this out. She realized at a certain point that, like, look, adapting is only going to get us so far. We need to, like, move this ahead. If we're going to do this, we're going to do this. I don't even really fully believe that she did it for the money. I think she
wanted out.
Yeah, she wanted out, and she was bored.
She said that. I remember when she's like saying like why she did everything, because at the start she was like, yeah, I'm completely comfortable staying here forever. When it's like, no, that was a lie the entire time. Like, she wanted out, and I feel like it was just a boiling point of like, she wanted to get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
But yeah, quintessentially, I support women's wrongs. So yeah.
That's awesome. That's freaking awesome. Which is funny because I do too. Yeah. I feel like her design is also like so good. Like, her design is so peak that her design carry. Like, it doesn't even have to carry her. It's just so good.
It's I don't know why. I think the design of all of these characters are just all of the girls who have like these like frilly dresses or like skirts, and then they just have a tie.
It's so funny.
It's so good. I like it. It's just cool.
It's silly,
like,
but
her
it's
and
really
Junko
cool.
share that characteristic, and it's fucking sick.
So does Kyoko, I think.
Like, she looks to me like, whenever I think of like what is it? It's like nuns on skateboards. That's what she feels like to me.
Yeah, I see that. I mean, pretty much everything you said. I mean, she's just freaking awesome. She's like Togami light for me, where it's like, Togami is a very like he's a cunt. And he's very upfront about being a cunt. She is more low key about it. Like, she has it in her, but she knows when to like cool it off. She knows when to show her hand. Kind of thing.
And she knows when it doesn't really matter, so why not?
Yeah, she's just
shout
like, fuck
at Hifumi for
like,
fucking up her tea.
Yeah.
I still appreciate her so much for doing that. Oh, fuck Hifumi. Anyway, all right. Why it's number 7? It's Sayaka. So it's really unfortunate because I actually, I feel pretty sad about her. Like, first off, I support women's wrongs. She was going through it, and honestly, let's be real, she wanted to murder my least favorite character. So I kind of forgive her for that. Everything else about her, she's such an interesting character with interesting motivations. She fully realized when Monokuma like revealed to her that like, hey, your like pop group, like
I have them.
They're and and she's trying to help her friends out while also understanding that like she can't live her life here. And the life that she wants to live as a pop star is like, it's what's the shelf life
here.
of that life anyway. But also just the way that she interacts with Naegi, their relationship at the beginning of the game is like what pushed me to play the game. She is like the onboarding for what the game is doing and what it's trying to say. And I feel like it really kind of nails it at the very beginning because it had a staying power to it. And whenever Sayaka was there, it's like, I need to know more about this character. I want to know what their motivations are and want to know where they're coming from. I want to dig into her history and Naegi's history, and maybe something can happen between them.
And then
they're
it
kids,
never does.
And it never does.
Which is I think like awesome. Like I genuinely love how it's like the best thing about Sayaka is that she dies, not in like oh she's an awful character.
Get fridged, idiot.
It's just so like the what ifs surrounding her are so crazy because it's like what because I feel like she'd probably be pretty good at the trials too. She's a very emotionally intelligent, straight up just intelligent character.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. And I feel like she can play it very ditzy too.
Yeah.
Like I
Call Me
feel
Chemical says that she was supposed to be like a bait and switch of the tropey assistant characters in visual novels like Maya Fey.
Yeah, 100%.
I totally believe that because they were doing the assistant thing and that cute little assistant thing.
I'm psychic.
Naegi like reacting the way that he did to her death, just being completely gutted. Yeah, that was really rough. And probably one of my favorite things about her and her story is her like bro, Naegi, you said that you would do anything.
So why? Yeah.
And once he said that, I'm like, oh, okay. I know what's gonna happen here.
And I love how like she was manipulating him, but their relationship wasn't built on that lie. Like,
right.
I feel like she's so like I feel like she did have a genuine connection with Naegi.
Yeah.
But she was willing to use that genuine connection, which is so I don't know. I
think she's
freaking awesome.
I think that one of the reasons I like her so much, because I would not like her nearly as much if she got the videotape, like if they were all given the videotapes almost immediately, versus because she was allowed to organically have a relationship with Naegi at first, and then
shit
it's twisted.
Yeah.
And then Naegi says that dumb shit.
Like, oh yeah, I'll do anything.
And gives her some ideas. But this is where I was going with it. My favorite thing about her is like, I was going to kill you, and instead I was killed.
And I saved you.
So the least I can do is prove your innocence by naming the person who killed me.
It's awesome. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah. If anything, and that's one of the things that's amazing about her too, is like she had the intelligence to like write her murderer's name in blood. No one else got it except Kyoko. It's like, and I love that Kyoko's like,
guys,
Naegi,
like please,
like, what are we doing here?
11030, 11037.
But, hey, Chihiro.
What do these numbers mean?
You're a programmer. What the dumbest things
So
that anyone can ever say. It's so good. But yeah, no, I love her. She's great. Yeah, she's great. What more can I say?
So freaking awesome.
So freaking awesome.
Numbers. What?
No, I'm kidding.
I fear that. I think that he's just a very interesting character to like, again, like bounce off of other characters. Like I like that he is kind of a bum. I think that bums are sometimes kind of interesting in the way that they allow other characters to not be bums around them. But I do like how like his whole gimmick is like, oh yeah, I just won a lottery and that's why I'm here. But it's like he still feels like he fits into this cast, you know, because he's still like, and I think he fits really well also because it's like he's the everyday normal person, but like that is a good thing to have in a cast. Like it's a good thing to have in a cast, and it's also a good thing to have just like, you know, in real life, because like he is capable of things that like the other ultimates aren't, which is like, you know, kind of being a more normal person. But also I think that like helps him with the trial specifically is being like not hyper focused on like you know,
being quirky.
Yeah. I don't know. I fear that like my middle of the pack can kind of change whenever.
Yeah.
But at this point in time, I like him, and I like how he has a lot of like, because he kind of starts off like kind of wishy-washy, kind of like, oh yeah, Sayaka, I'll do anything for you. I'll do blah 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 blah. And he's naive, but he doesn't let the world corrupt him. Like he's still like he is at the end the ultimate hope. Like that is his, and I think that's so, I don't know, it's cute. It's cute. I appreciate it.
I have something to add on to that, but I'll wait until I talk about him.
Okay.
I think you're right. He's also got I like his fit. It's pretty good.
Yeah, nice jacket, bro.
I like a hoodie.
Yeah, wow.
Like, yeah.
Shocker.
Yeah, wild. All right.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming next.
So the thing that I was going to add to what you were saying is basically, I think that it's really important for him to be the player character or the stand-in for the player character at moments, because even though he does have a character and he understands like things on at his own speed, and which is probably comparable to like the average person playing, he's meant to be the stand-in for the player in a lot of ways. But probably the most important aspect of that is that being the ultimate hope means that you can also be the ultimate hope.
Yeah.
And by him finding hope even in the most desperate situations, so can you.
Yeah.
And like, I think that his hope, like sort of in the way that it helps all of the characters around him, it's really poignant at the very end, where no matter where, like what world he's going out into, much like you, the player, stopping the game and going out into the world, it's very Undertale in that way, where it's like that hope is also given to you.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think it's very interesting. I also think that he's pretty boring, but I don't know. In a game where he's surrounded by the quirkiest of quirky motherfuckers.
It's nice to have someone that's like just nice, a regular fucking
just
person.
Like a down-to-earth. And that's one of the reasons why I really like Sayaka as well, because it's just like, even though she is like the ultimate pop idol, she's fucking down to earth as shit. She's like, yeah, she gets it. She understands. She's like, she's chill. I just like chill people. Anyway, that's just me, I guess.
Like he's not the best. He's not the best, but it's like for like a protagonist character that is an audience like surrogate, he is not bad. Like he's
one of the better ones. He's not like fucking Doom guy or like fucking.
Like he has. You can tell that he has a genuine character.
Yeah,
his genuine character is a little bit bummy sometimes.
Yeah,
but I think it's funny that he's a little stupid.
I also really like his and Kyoko's relationship.
It's awesome.
Like watching it grow over time, and
because it's like you can tell that they respect each other.
Yeah,
and it's not just like oh my god, she's so pretty. Like I don't think he comments on her like appearance at all. Like he's always just like, wow, she's a fucking genius, bro.
Yeah, she's. Really
I look like fucking a shrimp next to her, bro. Like I don't
Proving
know.
that he's not the ultimate detective by not realizing that she's the ultimate detective is kind of funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I totally get that ICAT when it comes to audience surrogates. But at the same time, like I would rather have in this kind of a game a character who is a character, so that it's like a little bit more believable, because that's one of the things that really kind of rubs me the wrong way about like Doki Doki Literature Club is like, I get what the game is doing, and don't get me wrong, I really do like that game, but when it comes to the character, it's just like, I don't know, it feels kind of like, I mean, literally self-insert, and nothing. Like because it has to accommodate everyone, it ends up like like saying nothing.
Yeah.
And accommodating, really like,
serving nobody.
Serving nobody. Yeah, exactly. Accommodating everyone, serving nobody. No one. Jack of all trades, master of none type of situation. So in this kind of game, I totally understand, especially for where the game goes and what it has to say about hope in like desperate situations. I think that the game is better served to have Naegi in that serve that role.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and in that way, I really appreciate him. And I also, my heart goes out to the guy. He got kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
he got kind of fucked over.
And I think the greatest moment from him is him taking the fall for Kyoko.
Yes,
and he doesn't do it because he believes in her. He does it because he trusts her that she wouldn't. And it's such an interesting reverse of like his relationship with Sayaka and his relationship with Kyoko, because it's like, oh, he almost took the fall for somebody else, but I think it's actually kind of like beautiful in a way that like, no, he still holds out hope for people, and he still has that hope in his heart that like, yeah, I got burned before, but I'm not gonna let it fuck me over for my other relationships. Like, just because Sayaka tried to like trick me doesn't mean Kyoko's gonna try to trick me. Like, I believe and I trust in Kyoko, and I'm gonna hold out hope that she's doing the right thing, and she was.
And I think that the other aspect of this is like, I also like how luck plays into like the hope, hope, in terms of you can have hope and hold out hope that you luck out. Hold out hope that something amazing will happen.
Yeah, because I remember like he's constantly saying like, wow, I have really shit luck. Like, wow, my luck is so bad at multiple points. And then he lucks out to the extreme. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah.
And that's the other thing that I wish the game like did a little bit more with, is understanding the difference between luck and like something just naturally, like you being naturally lucky, versus seeds being planted and then
then bearing fruit.
Yeah. And but at the same time, in terms of what the game is like, how like the scope of the game works, I understand why it didn't like go crazy with that, or decided to have that nuanced conversation. But yeah, that's Naegi. That's our boy. But yeah. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think what we already all said. I think she is like, her death is so iconic, and her like, I don't know, she's such a, especially considering how short amount, like how little screen time she has such staying power, but like she's just such a fascinating character to think about. And I love how she tries to trick you, and then it goes wrong, but she's not like, she still has it in her to help you out and be like, hey, like, as an apology, or like, just because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, it's the right
I'm going
thing
to try to
do.
help you. Like, I'm going to try to clear your name.
Yeah, in that moment, she may have not even like
really thought about it.
Yeah, she may have just been like, look, like, I don't even know if people are going to put it together that, or she even put it together that I am in Makoto's fucking room and that people are going to think that he killed her. But in that moment, I'm just going to do the right thing, and I'm going to make sure people know, and I'm not going to let everybody else die because of this fucked up situation.
And it's interesting because she didn't even know, like, the rule about, like, when the trial happens and if you get it wrong, everybody else dies. That rule wasn't introduced until after. So she didn't even know that she'd be fucking over everybody if they got it wrong.
That wasn't in the
I don't think so.
Guidebook? I thought I read that in the guidebook, but I could be wrong. But yeah, no, she's just an interesting character, dude. Like, this game has a lot of really, really interesting characters. It makes me curious about the next games. But yeah, anything else?
That's pretty much it.
She's not wearing a tie, though. So.
I know, it's fucked up. God.
Yeah. Number 5 is Junko and Monokuma. Like, Junko's interesting, don't get me wrong, but I don't think that she would be up here as high if I didn't also make sure to include that she is also Monokuma. Monokuma is... What a fun idea for an antagonist. It's fucking what is the guy from I keep wanting to say Jaws, and that is not the right one. Saw.
Oh,
this
Jigsaw.
is the wrong letter. Yeah, it's like Jigsaw, but if Jigsaw had like a sense of humor
and a cute mascot.
and a cute mascot. Monokuma is a very interesting like character in general anyway. But like including Junko in that too, like we already talked about Junko, but like for me she's higher because she is the Joker mixed with like Harley Quinn and fucking Jigsaw on top of that. And it's just like, what a wombo combo. No wonder this game like blew up. It blew up for a bunch of different reasons, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I don't think this game would be the game that it is without Monokuma and Junko.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Like, and the reveal that like Monokuma is Junko, and the way that Junko eventually just gets worn down, and the reveal that it's Junko, and that Junko goes through all these wild like personalities. Yeah, it's just fascinating to me, and like the whole like through line of despair, and then her also the thing that we didn't talk about, her putting herself through all of the executions.
No, because she wanted to feel that despair too. Like she's not exempt from it, which
Right.
I think is very. I think it's I like her. I like her quite a bit.
Yeah,
Like she's so iconic. Like she's so iconic.
I'm still. I also like when they were like, what does it matter if how we took your memories from you?
Yeah, it doesn't, because it doesn't fucking matter. Like it doesn't matter.
It could be sci-fi, it could be fantasy. Who gives a shit? Yeah, no, she is very interesting, and it would be great if and being the ultimate fashionista, she could be very much in future games. I'm thinking, because if she somehow survived, because Monokuma survives at the end. That's the thing we didn't really touch on that much. If Monokuma's alive, Monokuma's remotely operated. Does that mean someone went back up and started remotely operating Monokuma, or does that mean Monokuma gained sentience? Like, I don't know what it's trying to say there, but it would be very cool if Junko herself came into play in the next few games, much like Jigsaw, like instead of being, and also it was fucking Saw. Like the dead body was the fucking person. It's just through a roundabout way, it ended up being fucking Saw. So I called that. I'm gonna take that. Also, I will take credit for Junko having staying power. I thought I said something stupid.
It was very funny.
And I turned out to be right.
when you were like, oh yeah, that's so weird because I see her a lot. Like whenever I think of Danganronpa, I always see her a lot, and it's like, yeah, I bet you would.
Yeah,
I bet you would.
It's like, why do people love this character who had screen time, who had like who had like an hour of screen time?
It's like, just like, her design is just so good, man.
Yeah, it's just so good. But yeah, I had a feeling that Danganronpa 2 would resolve that cliffhanger. But yeah, no, a great character, very interesting. I love her chutzpah. I love her sass. I love her. Well, she wasn't actually really sassy. I love her nerve. I love the
her playfulness,
full-throatedness that she goes through all of the shit that she goes through, and does the things that she does. It's just she is a very good villain.
Yeah, and she's like, I love the fact that she's the ultimate like fashionista or whatever, and she's also smart as fuck. Like they do not like, she is not stupid. She is not like, I just really like that they made sure that like, no, she's probably like one of the smartest people in this cast. Like I think it's maybe like Kyoko and then maybe her. Like I don't know. Yeah. She's so cool.
Very cool. All right. Moving on. Oh, well, if it isn't Kyoko.
It's Kyoko. I mean, what do I even have to say? Like, she's just
her
the go.
Her knees are so shiny.
I know. She's just the go. I mean, I don't even know what I have to say. Like, Danganronpa, like, everyone would have died so many times if she didn't carry their ass.
Nagi especially.
No, literally. And it's like, I don't know, like
Nagi, all of them would have died immediately.
No,
if
genuinely.
Kyoko literally wasn't like, guys, turn the numbers upside down.
Like, she was such a problem. She was such a problem that Junko was like, okay, I just have to erase like all your memory.
Yeah. I will say, though, Junko not gunning for her immediately, or like having Sakura like try to kill her like instantly. Because she knows that like Junko still has her memories.
Yeah.
So like she knows that
Kyoko is the
ultimate detective.
Yeah.
So like But anyway.
I think that because Junko I think that she wanted to play by the rules for the beginning, but then she also like had, her sister. I think Junko is just a very like, because she's one part logical and also completely illogical. So it's like, I think like pretty much anything Junko does, I'll be like, yeah, no, I get it. Because she's just like that. I like the idea that like she just does some things to like, because she probably didn't do anything about Kyoko for a while because she's like, well, I kind of like having despair for myself. Like I like creating problems for myself because I like to feel despair too.
ICAP brings up a good point. Junko might have left her alive for the despair that could happen, because that's actually poignant. Because whenever Kyoko loses her cool in a scene and her art, it's like what shit just got real. Like no other art like would happen in the game where it would actually cause me to be like, oh wait, what? Wait, hold on. What the fuck is going on now? When she gets like flustered, yeah, that's when shit's gone down. But yeah.
I mean, I don't. What else do I have to say? Like, I don't think
Nothing.
I have to justify her. Like,
another girl with the tie.
I know. That's what I was saying earlier. I mean, that's it. I mean, she's just. You'd be surprised she isn't higher.
I am surprised you didn't put her higher.
I'm sorry. I like her a lot. I think she serves like her role very well in this game. I just have characters that I personally like more.
I think I know.
Yeah, I wonder who I like more.
All right.
I'm curious.
Number 4 is Sakura.
She is the GOAT.
Sakura's awesome. Also, I just realized
it's not great.
God damn it. I literally didn't notice.
That's crazy. You didn't see that.
I don't look at that stuff all the time. Anyway,
everyone don't look.
Sakura's awesome. Hold on.
You'll put your head over it. Jesus. That's not a great look,
bro. No, that's bad. That's bad.
Just
but yeah, Sakura's awesome. Here, how about this?
Thanks. Now it looks like she is like a ding-a-ling.
It actually kind of highlights it more. Anyway, Sakura's cool. I like Sakura. As soon as you see her, it's like, who the fuck?
Yeah.
And I love the threat that she is. And the way that everybody sort of operates around her when she is like there, it's like everybody knows not to fuck with her.
She's not fuckable with, or not to fuck with, yeah.
And probably the greatest thing about her is her relationship with Aoi. Like the way they interact, and then her ultimate sacrifice.
I love how she's not ever like once violent, disregarding like the fight with Monokuma, but like Monokuma deserves that. I don't give a fuck. But I love how she's never once violent to her classmates. Like, she is the ultimate martial artist. She only uses it against people that deserve it. Like, I don't know. I just love that.
I also love that ultimately you could say, because I'm not a fan of famously, I'm not a fan of the way that a lot of games implement suicide in their plot lines. And I think that this story could have been royally fucked up. But they played it very well. Like, the way that everything works is very... You understand her motivations entirely, and it's not trying to say that, like, oh, just give up. Like, that's antithetical to what Sakura actually is doing.
Yeah.
And if anything, you could say that Sakura, like, killing herself is just her going out on her own terms because she broke the rules.
Yeah.
She broke the rule.
She was going to get punished for that anyway.
Yeah, she was going to get punished. She was going to get killed for breaking the lock on the door.
And Monokuma might have done what he did with Murkuro, and, being like, oh, who killed Murkuro? We're going to have a trial for that. They would have, like, Sakura, like, it's like, I wish she didn't kill herself, but her killing herself had meaning. Yeah. She had a reason to do it, and the reason was to give hope to her other classmates.
Right. And it's not, it's more of like, it's not even really, like, that's one of the really tough situations of, like, talking about this topic in games. Is like, a lot of the time, like, this kind of thing can serve like a negative purpose. It can serve like as a way of like, oh, give up. Oh, this is, life isn't worth living. But I think that this game really towed the line of like, no. Life is worth living. You guys need to live. I am doing this, but I am doing it specifically so you guys can live. And it's more of like a euthanasia kind of thing. It's more of like, look, I know what's going to happen to me. I know what will inevitably become me. Mm-hmm. So I am not going to be used in this way
against you guys. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not going to. Yeah. So yeah, it's done very well. Sakura is just a really cool character. Her getting fucking pissed when Aoi gets fucked with. Yeah.
Like that's her go.
I felt that shit, man. I felt that shit. Like more than any other character, save from like Kyoko. Like when Sakura gets pissed, it's like shit's real.
Like
shit
you
just got
need
real.
to lock in.
Like here we go. What the fuck is going on? So yeah, no, Sakura's great. I really enjoy Sakura. Anyway, I don't enjoy the fucking
panty shot.
It's
not great.
Anyway, also I saw people doing like, okay. I almost hesitate to talk about this, but I saw some people doing like pre-workout Sakura and then post-workout Sakura, and pre-workout Sakura is like bone white.
Yeah, I don't like it. I think that's like she has an official like before she started like working out like that. I think it does kind of look like that, but it's like I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen because it sucks really bad.
It's like,
yeah, there's official art of her like that, and I just don't believe it. I think it's stupid.
Okay.
Like it's like, yeah, they're trying to be funny, but it's like I just feel like it's no.
From a baby to a teenager.
I don't really. It's like, yeah, I just don't really like.
It's
to
not
see
that
it,
I'm like,
I
just
like
it's just
it's
like
just unnecessary to me.
Yeah, it's unnecessary. It's also, Anyway, moving on.
Wow, what a shocker!
Oh, whoa, crazy!
Wow, what a shock.
She is so fucking.
I know, she's so top heavy. She's awesome. I mean, pretty much everything that we just said. She like I think if you play Danganronpa and you don't go out of it like, oh my god, she's the fucking goat, then
tiny feet.
Like if you play Danganronpa and you come out of it and you're like, well, Sakura was just okay, I think you are a little bitch. I think you have no class and have no taste, because she is the undisputed GOAT. There's the undisputed GOAT. Like, but anyways, I think the only other thing I'll say is like,
I'm gonna dispute it.
Shut up. The only other thing I'll say is like, I like how she, like, obviously her design is supposed to be funny. Like her design is supposed to be a joke. Like, oh yeah, like she's
That's the crazy thing about her too, is like,
but they treat her so seriously.
Yeah, she's like, I seriously thought that she would like get killed off like pretty early, because
she's never a joke. She is always serious. She's never like the one moment where Ishimaru was like, "Oh, but you're a boy," and she's like, "No, I'm a girl," and then that's it. The case is closed. They never bring it up again. Like, yeah, they call her like ogre or whatever, but it's like, that's those characters.
They don't call her ogre. One person calls her ogre.
No, it was Yasuhiro and Togami, and I think Toko. Like it was a few characters that call her ogre. But it's
I just remember one calling her ogre over and over and over again.
Yeah, I remember Yasuhiro calling her that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that guy, go hotbox in your room a little bit more, kid.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
But anyways, I like how like aside from that, like and those characters are just, being shitty on purpose. She's never treated as a joke. Like, yeah, her design's silly, but anyways, I love her. I think she's great. I love her. I just think she's freaking awesome. And I like how she's still allowed to be feminine. Like she looks silly, but like she's allowed to be cute too. Like, fuck yeah. I don't know. I like her a lot.
Yeah. I think this is a other side of like body positivity that doesn't get seen much.
Yeah.
Of just like, or it's reserved specifically for men. Where it's like, no, go for it. Like, push yourself to the physical peak as much as you can, if that's what you want to do, if that's how you want to do it. I also think that, iCat says the putting on bronzer. I didn't want to make it like out to be like, oh, I do think that Okay, I'm going to say something possibly a little controversial.
Whoa.
I think that Danganronpa is, if the official art of her is like being completely like bone white, I think that is a little cowardly.
No, it is. I agree. Because she looks like super cute and feminine, and it's like, it's just not. I don't like it. I just don't.
I think that is Aoi. What race is Aoi?
I don't think it's ever confirmed.
Okay. Because like I could see them doing that with all these other characters. It's like, oh, if they go outside, then they're like darker, and it's like I understand what happens to human skin. Like I understand the concept of a tan, and but also to talk about ICAT, like the bronzer. Isn't that more of a bodybuilder thing though? Because Sakura is more about.
She's a martial artist.
Yeah, Sakura is a martial artist, so I don't know. She might be doing that on the side. I don't know. It also might be like sort of a representation of that, aspect, like something like that. Dial. Swell. Thank you so much, Dial. Subbed for 57 months. Thank you so much. I hope you had a great time at MagFest. Sorry we couldn't hang out. I had to go into work that day, unfortunately. I complain and I feel bad about my job security for like a little while because I'm not like completely overloaded with work. Mm-hmm. And then I get fucked up with a shit ton of work. I literally am going to stop the stream and go back to work. Apparently after I choke to death.
Yeah.
But yeah,
awesome.
Anyway. All right. That's cool. Yeah. I mean, they're all Japanese, right? Tone's different, but the race is the same. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's still like dark skin, there's still Japanese people that aren't like 100% Japanese.
Yes, that's true. I would also say that like when you're looking for ultimates, you're not going to get people from a single race, and if you do, then
that's just not a great look. Yeah, it's like I feel like I don't know.
I think you might. I think you don't understand what you're saying by doing that. It's one of those. I think that is unintentional though. If you were to go down that road, but that's one of those things where it's like even if it's unintentional, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So, but yeah, like
Danganronpa is problematic.
Danganronpa is problematic. You heard it here, folks. Folks first.
Nice job.
Fucking think. I'm looking at this fucking
tiny feet,
intricate like machine on screen. So we're also talking about concept art. So I mean, yeah, you're right. It is concept art. So it's like, wait, are you trying to say that concept art is canon, or are you trying to say that concept art is concept art, so it shouldn't be taken? Because I agree with the latter.
Did you just fart?
What? No, I moved my chair.
Yeah, sure.
You're not supposed to say anything when you hear people. If it doesn't get picked up on the mic, don't say shit.
I feel like that would have.
The latter, yeah, okay. Right. Yeah. So, all right. Good?
Yeah. Let's go to your number 3.
Number 3.
What the okay, go
it's
on.
It's Chihiro.
That's crazy to me.
Listen. Because if it's not in the game, why should... Yeah, exactly. Like, death of the author. Like, at a certain point...
Like, I didn't see it in the game, so like,
Yeah, Schrodinger's
art. Schrodinger's whitewash.
Schrodinger's anime. Yeah, Schrodinger's whitewash. I love Chihiro.
That's great. Man.
Chihiro, every time I saw them on screen, my heart went out to them. And I just wanted to...
It's because you're an ally, bro. It's because you're the ultimate ally.
Okay. I am not... How do I say this? Chihiro reminds me of people in my life who I just want to protect from the real world. I just want... Not like... How do I say
hide
this?
them in a closet?
Not hide them in the closet, but like...
Softly guide.
I want to bury Byakuya because of what he did to Chihiro.
Chihiro was dead for it.
Mondo already got killed, so... But here's the... Look. Chihiro is such an interesting character for multiple reasons. I think that the criticism of Chihiro is valid. Mm-hmm. I think that what you had to say is totally like... I totally get it. Mm-hmm. For me, Chihiro is the the ultimate bro / sis, because
younger sibling.
The ultimate, the moment you needed help, even though you can say Alter Ego is a separate character, Alter Ego is still,
I think it's a realization
Chihiro.
of Chihiro, yeah.
And I think that Chihiro, what Nagi says to Alter Ego is what he would have said to Chihiro. And I think that seed bearing fruit in that moment is like the ultimate like fucking salute to Chihiro being just an awesome character. I think Chihiro's going through a lot of shit, but and they are in a moment of like realization. But I think that that's so fucking real, and that's not even just like, I think that can be extrapolated beyond a gender conversation. I think that a lot of like kids, I think that there's a subtext to a lot of this where it's like, and I talked about it early on, and it's like this idea of like children becoming adults. And that period of transitions is, and the reveal that they aren't actually children by the time they enter as children, they exit as adults. And I think that there is a lot the game is doing, whether it means to do it or not, with regard to like that sort of transitory period, that sort of like understanding about who you are. And I really resonate with that a lot because I struggled with that a lot when I was a kid. I mean, our parents, the way that, I don't need to get into it.
I'm still struggling with that.
Yeah, and like, a lot of kids have that sort of struggle, like when they're moving into teens. I had that struggle when I was like in my mid 20s. When you live a sheltered life, especially when you have someone who's deliberately
trying
preventing
to keep you sheltered in a way.
Yeah. So I'm not saying that like, the do it for her meme. It's like do it for them, and it's fucking Chihiro. Like oh man, Chihiro's awesome. Chihiro's so cool, and I can't say enough good things about Chihiro because Chihiro's so fucking smart, does the fucking AI shit, a linchpin to a lot of the plot. Chihiro in multiple gets killed in multiple ways.
Dies twice.
3 times because of Alter Ego.
Well, yeah, kind of.
I'm not saying that like it's literally, but like metaphorically. Like Chihiro is just like it's one of those situations of, how I said if I would open the door and I saw a character, I want to put my,
oh my god,
I want to hug Chihiro. I want to put my arm around them and just be like, yeah, what do you need? What do you need, dog?
Jesus.
Like Chihiro. Okay. So in terms of the story, like I've already said a lot of things about Chihiro, but probably the strongest thing that happens with Chihiro is that understanding and Mondo reacting to the understanding that like Chihiro wants to be
stronger.
They want to be stronger, not just physically but mentally. They want to push themselves. They don't want to settle. They don't want to like simply,
just because they're weak, they don't want to stay weak.
Right. They don't want to succumb to the mold that has been put around them.
And that keeps them safe.
Right.
Yeah.
And that realization fucking up Mondo so bad that he crushes Chihiro's skull.
Yeah.
Is like, that's so cool. I love that. I love this. I love the juxtaposition of Mondo being this macho machismo fucking like
physically
the first
strong,
thing that he does is
punch
knock out Nagi.
Yeah.
And like,
which is a great indication of like what he's capable of later too.
Yeah.
I feel like.
And Chihiro brings him to his fucking knees
just by being like, hey, I want to be better for myself.
Yeah.
Like I want to get stronger physically and emotionally. And
I really love like what the game is doing with Chihiro in that moment, because Chihiro and characters like Chihiro can be represented in stories like this very poorly. Like they could have fucked this up so badly. That's one of the really interesting things about Danganronpa, is that in a lot of for a lot of the characters, it really kind of nails them. It really walks a tightrope of really difficult subject matter.
It's like dark woke.
It kind of is, yeah. But in doing so, it really kind of like, it's one of those games where it's really interesting because like there are so many games that are out there that are just like I almost thought that Danganronpa was going to be, and the same with Higurashi, where I thought it was going to be like kind of a
commit the sin
snuff / like slasher kind of thing, like body horror fucking nonsense.
Where it's like, oh, isn't this awesome?
Isn't it awesome that like this character got their arm cut off? Which is really funny because I've been watching some videos on the FNAF fandom. FNAF people are fucked up.
Yeah.
FNAF people are, what is going on in that fandom, dude?
Yeah.
What the hell? Some of those fan games? Y'all are unhinged. What in the goddamn? Anyway, so like I had an idea of what this game was and where it may have possibly went to, and I'm just impressed. Even like thinking about our previous conversation about Chihiro, I've come around on that, and while I stand by some of the things, say nothing. I'm very gassy. God damn it! Shut up. Even though, like, I forgot what I was fucking gonna say.
About the Chihiro conversation we had earlier.
Yeah, the Chihiro conversation about earlier. While I stand by some of the things that I said, I think that I was jumping the gun a little bit, like what you were trying to tell me, like about let it like kind of breathe, because I was jumping to conclusions pretty quickly.
Yeah,
and you were like, wait, it's a little bit more nuanced than that, and they did. They cooked. They cooked with Chihiro. Chihiro cooked, and I massively appreciate that. Yeah. And I think that there is a world where Chihiro was just a like, sort of like. One and done, kind of like, much like Sakura. Like, oh, they got what?
Oh my god, she's a he. When it's like, no, it has a lot more emotional depth.
That's the thing. Like, when we got to that part, I was just kind of like rolling my eyes. You could probably see it on the VOD. But then it just goes and goes. And what it does with Mondo reacting to Chihiro, dude, yeah. No.
And it hammers home, like, yeah, no, Chihiro was the one who was strong in that situation. Mondo was the one who was weak. Yeah.
Right. And while I don't like reducing it to strength, like in that way, yes, that is what it's doing. That's the metaphor that it's playing with, and it did it well. And yeah, I just, again, if I saw Chihiro, if I open my door and Chihiro is there, it's a fucking hug and an arm, and then like right on my arm. I did the ranking thing too, and so I was kind of surprised with where some of these characters net out. I was not surprised that Chihiro was like really high, because like literally every time I saw Chihiro's face, I was like, hell yeah. So yeah, that's my number 3.
I wonder who my top 2
I have a
are.
couple guesses.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
exactly how I thought it would net out. I was like, anyway. I'm interested in why you didn't put. So, do you like Ishimaru at the beginning, or do you like who Ishimaru becomes after Mondo dies?
I like his whole
package. You like Ishimaru's package?
Yeah, I think he's a very, very interesting character. I'm finding that I've been really enjoying characters that are initially kind of unpleasant, if that makes sense. Like, I like characters that are kind of like onions, where it's like, I like peeling back the layers of characters and revealing like, okay, why are you acting like this? Like, why do you react in this certain way?
You like Shrek?
Yeah. But not really.
Chemical.
I like Shrek if it's anime. But
Shrek is anime.
Shut the fuck up.
Shrek is anime, right?
Shrek is anime.
Can we get that trending on Blue Sky?
Shut up.
Shrek is anime.
I do want to say Ishimaru was genuinely like my number 1 character for like when I played Danganronpa like over 10 years ago, like when the fucking the thread on Something Awful was coming out, Ishimaru was my number 1. Ishimaru was my number 1 for years and years and years and years and years.
I want to pick your brain about that. Because if you were in there when it was happening, like how did people feel about the characters? Was there like one that rose to the top?
I don't remember.
Did people like Ishimaru?
I don't remember.
I could see
I
something
think
awful, especially getting like annoyed with him and just like, okay, dude.
I didn't really interact with the something awful side as much.
That's for the best.
I mostly used something awful just to read it, and then I would go back on Tumblr and then just like, discuss on Tumblr. Like, be like, oh, what is everyone thinking today? Like, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I think Ishimaru is like has a very good reception on Tumblr.
People like
Especially back in the
Yamada.
day.
Did you see what they said? People liked Yamada because
that's crazy.
That's crazy. But also Yamada is very goon coded, not gooner. Goon. Well, yeah, actually gooner and goon coded.
Jesus. I don't know. I don't really know what's
like Fragmaster. He's very Fragmastery, I think. Anyway.
I don't know. I just like him. I don't really know how to explain it. I just like him a lot. I think
you don't have to explain it.
I just think he's freaking awesome. I just think he's freaking awesome, and I love how he reacts. I like how he.
I'm hearing you like him more as like a narrative character or like a function of a character rather than the actual character.
Kind of. I don't know. I just like characters that like. There's more to be done with them. Like, there's more that you can do with him, if that makes sense. Like, yeah. I like, because he's so, I don't know. Like, I love the pretense of, like, I'm going to follow every single rule because that's the only comfort that I've had in life. I'm going to, be a brown noser because, like, I have no structure elsewhere. Like, he craves structure because he doesn't have it anywhere else. I really like that. And that's why it's, like, I'm kind of sad that like we didn't hang out with him more, so you didn't get that. Like, but it's like, no, I completely understand. Like, I don't know. I just like him a lot. I think he's freaking awesome, and I like his boots. And I don't know. I think it's his relationship with Mondo is just so cute, and I love how he goes catatonic. I think genuinely like him going catatonic.
I love how he goes catatonic.
It's just crazy. Like, I think it's a really good like. No, people that would happen to people. Like,
no, it would.
Like,
I would like after the first execution, I would imagine like everybody would probably go a little catatonic.
Yeah, and I love his like desperate attempt to find like not normalcy, but like to try to find something to cope, and he just chooses like not wrong, but he just chooses like he's just kind of tragic. He's very sad to me. Like, but it's in a nice like. I don't know. That's my Boo Bear.
I fully understand.
That's just my Boo Bear.
I don't agree. I understand.
Fuck you, man. He's just my Boo Bear.
No, you're valid. That's valid. I understand. See, that's the thing. Like, I'm kidding because you have a tendency. Y'all may not realize this, or you may have probably realized that. But Caleb is very pushy when it comes
just
to his opinions, and You may have gotten that through the playthrough, and even though I don't agree, I understand.
Hang out with Ishimaru again.
I understand why you like them, and even though I don't rank him like at the same level, I get it. Mm-hmm. Like, he is a very interesting character. I wish they did more with him.
Yeah,
I think that's for me one of the ultimate like sort of fails.
I would have really loved if like he went catatonic and then like. He didn't die immediately afterwards. Like, yeah, he becomes like Kyondo or whatever. I would have loved if they had explored that more and like been like, hey, like this isn't healthy for you, and let's try. Like, I want him to like imagine an AU where he is like he survives the entire killing game and he has to come to terms with like yes. The person that was closest to you just died. Like, the only friend that you've ever had just died tragically, and you couldn't do anything to stop it. And then you try to find a coping mechanism that is extremely unhealthy for you. And then you have to come to terms with like both of those. Like you just have to have hope, and you have to keep going, bro. You know?
Yeah. It really is unfortunate that he got taken out like immediately after he was about to have like that sort of realization. Yeah. He found his hope after
it's like a false
alter
hope
ego
too.
Gave it to him, but it was a false hope. But I think Ishimaru, as dumb as he is socially, I think he would have eventually come around to that. I also really enjoy that there is someone in here who's just like socially like fucking dumb as hell.
Yeah, like he's very good at like homework and shit like that, but he is completely inept for any kind of social situation.
I love that. I would love if all of these characters had fish out of water moments. Like being forced in the situation could have someone like Ishimaru fish out of water, like having to talk to more people, being closer to people, but not really understanding how. Like people like Celeste who are maybe used to
She's used to playing people.
Yeah, used to playing people, not being able to do that, being played herself. Yeah. And then people like Byakuya being like, which I wonder, I haven't seen him yet on your list. It's interesting.
I wonder
the people like Byakuya who are used to getting their way, like not being able to get their way anymore. I think that future Danganronpa games would be better served with characters like Ishimaru who are allowed to who are allowed to do a 180, who are allowed to survive long enough where they can like, have those moments. Mm-hmm. So yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think he's awesome, and I think he's awesome, and I think he's definitely probably autistic, and I think that's awesome.
I think that's kind of what I was saying a little bit, but not really. Like social ineptitude and
like I like him a lot also because I can relate, especially when I was younger. Like I can relate a lot to like that feeling of like talking to anybody. I had no fucking idea how to talk to anybody at all, and like I don't think I'm if I can be honest, I don't think I'm autistic. I thought I was for a really long time because of like external shit. I think trauma can sometimes appear as other things.
Can manifest.
Wink, as I say as I blink. But yeah, he was a very relatable character for me in high school, middle school. So I don't know. I think very fondly of him, and I think he's freaking awesome.
I think he's freaking
awesome, and I think if you don't like him, you're a bitch.
I appreciate him.
Thanks.
It's not my favorite, but I appreciate him.
Thanks.
There are other characters who I feel similarly
passionate about. He's like a nice stew.
About.
He's like a nice stew to me.
That's another stream where we compare all of the characters from Danganronpa to stew.
Yeah, like what food is everyone?
Soup. Oh yeah, what food? That's a better one. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you who number 2 would be. A donut.
Okay.
Awie's awesome. I love Aoi. Aoi is great. I probably more so, I think the exact way that you feel about Ishimaru is how I felt when Aoi was like lying on her bed crying, like suicidal. Like just being like, I need to do something right now. Otherwise I'm going to fucking like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to lose my mind. Something is going to happen. I'm going stir crazy. I don't know. It's like, she's almost afraid of herself. And so in order to tame that aspect of her, she like, and I don't know if anyone else is, there's a freaking moth in here. There are 2 freaking moths. Did you leave the door open?
No, I did not.
You fucker. You left the door open. Oh my God.
I did not. I literally locked it.
Why are there 2? That's crazy. And they just showed up.
They might have been here for a while. They might have flown out of your crotch.
They like these lights. They did not. Yeah, I love Aoi. Aoi's awesome. That's one of the reasons why I was so gutted when that CG scene.
No, like, come on, not my
you can't do that.
Like, please stop,
bruh.
Especially when it's a moment like that where she's like is so emotionally vulnerable, and then they're like, well, she's her. We have to make her goodies also vulnerable, I guess too.
Yeah, I was more so talking about the CG scene with where
she gets super pregnant.
She is.
Yeah, that's awful.
I want to make this clear. The sexualization of Aoi and a lot of the other characters in this game is fucking annoying. It's annoying. I get it. Like they're teens. They're going to be, horny. So in the context of them being presented in the way that they're acting, I understand that. But like,
it's different when it's like they're going out of their way
to draw certain things and to have certain things like. Come on.
It's like, just give her a blanket and that scene would have been fine.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I
why?
Don't to see that.
I don't. Anyway, that said, she, plenty of people like sleep in the nude, so I guess there's.
Yeah, but probably under a blanket, huh?
Yeah, probably. Well, you don't know how hot it is in there.
No.
Anyway, Aoi's great. I also really sympathize. I don't agree with, but I sympathize with her basically
Trying to
being
nuke
like,
everyone.
yeah, dude, yeah. The most real shit in this fucking
She's
game
like, fuck y'all,
is
y'all.
her being like, what the fuck is the point? I don't give a goddamn. Set it all on fire.
Yeah.
More so than fucking Junko. Like that's one of the great things about Aoi is that she is multifaceted in a way where it's like, yeah, she's the kind of a jock, kind of like, you know, I want to say in a lot of scenes she's presented as a meathead or like an airhead.
Yeah.
But she's also incredibly smart, socially understanding like
She's
where
kind.
characters. She's very kind. She's very nice. And her fucking relationship with Sakura is so delightful. They were so fucking great together. And
like
then
they genuinely brought out like the best in each other.
yeah. And I totally understand why she did what she did. And like
And then she regrets it afterwards.
exactly. Like
And especially when she realizes like Sakura would not have wanted her to do that.
in a lot of ways, and that's the other thing, is like she did that because of that note. That was fucking forged.
The false note, yeah.
So Junko is a piece of shit, not only for doing the whole the game thing,
but specifically for that.
but specifically for fucking lying to Aoi and thinking and making her think that Sakura fucking, you know, was like, all right, no one can be my friend anymore, peace. And that's all she wanted. She just wanted everybody to be friends. Some of the most affecting CG scenes were like her getting like cut by
when she punched
Genocide Jill,
Byakuya.
and when she punched him or slapped him.
I think it might have been a slap or punch. I don't know. I think it was
Aoi would punch. I think Aoi would punch. And her being like, bro, like she became the fucking goat for me when she was like on the bed. I just thought like, look, you know,
Let's just
people are
close our
sleeping,
eyes.
whatever. I'm just going to avoid looking at that part. But like, you know, and that's one of those things is like, sometimes you like to be vulnerable in that way is also kind of vulnerable, like whatever. I'm not going to try and excuse it. But for me, that scene was amazing because it was like, this situation is so shitty. It's so hopeless. It's so like I am despairing. Like literally, and what does she think to do? Get a donut, bro.
That's why she
have
to go.
I been there?
That's why she had to go.
Because I immediately that scene where she is like legitimately, like overtly talking about like I don't want to be around anymore, and it's like,
fuck.
well, actually, I could get a donut.
I could get a donut right now,
bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just that scene was just like, fuck yeah, dude. And that's the other aspect of her that I really like is like a lot of the characters, like we were talking about, like Ishimaru, were not allowed to like fully come around. And I think Aoi could have been that if her story ended somehow in like during the number 4 trial. And it didn't, and she was allowed to continue. And because of that, she became a way more like, I feel like I really understand this character. I feel like I really get her, where she's coming from, what her motivations are, how she copes, how she goes through life. And I think that one of the things that, for me, isn't really, I don't want to say realistic because she's not real, but like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't jive with her character, is that I think she would also have hope. I think that she, in a lot of ways, despairs, but finds hope through basically moving forward, getting something to eat. You know,
and the simple things.
Exactly. Just, you know, it's one of the things they teach you in therapy is like, you know, okay, you're feeling really bad. Well, just think about one thing at a time. Just hyper focus on a couple things that are manageable, and suddenly you'll be able to manage it. Like, I've worked on huge projects before, and the way that I get through them is focusing on individual parts, not looking at the whole thing. Just being like, okay, I'm gonna work on this part, then I'm gonna work on this part. It's how I made Legos, you know, giant Lego things. It's like you focus on the little parts first, then you start piecing everything else together. So anyway, Yeah, Aoi is great. I love her. She is fantastic. I was kind of shocked she wasn't my number one, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I agree with that. I am actually surprised that she's not your number one.
I get it though, but I am kind of shocked. Moving on.
I wonder who it's gonna be.
Yeah, I wonder who it's gonna fucking be.
He's number one because he sucks. He's number one because
He's number one because he sucks.
Because he's awful and he's terrible, and I really like that. I like characters that are kind of awful sometimes. I'm sorry. It's funny. I've said it before. I did not. He was just like okay to me before we started playing. But then as we went on, I think it really helps to understand his character before you go into it. Because when you're just going into it, you're like, okay, he's just an asshole to be an asshole. But it's like, I think he's more complex than he appears to be. And I feel like there's a lot of lines that he says where it's like, okay, he's saying that, but I don't think he means that. Like, I think he's saying that because he doesn't want to say something else.
I think that is interesting coming from you, because what you were saying about peeling the onion layers back is, I think there's a lot with Byakuya. One of the reasons I don't like him is I think because I read a lot of the things he says
literally
negatively or literally.
Yeah. Which I completely understand, because it's like that,
but that's one of the great things about this character is that you can read him in a bunch of different ways.
He requires, like, I feel like he requires a lot of like emotional labor that, like, you know, he's a fucking fictional character.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to expect everyone to be like, okay, well, why is he acting like that? Let's peel this back, actually, because it's like, you know, not everyone's going to want to spend time on a character, especially like, you know, because he's kind of a dick. He's kind of an asshole. But I am very fond of characters that they say one thing and they mean another. They say one thing, but like, why are they saying that? Like, why is he being an asshole? Oh, it's because he was groomed to be an asshole, because being an asshole is how he became successful. I think a lot of why I like him is also like, because I know like his past, I know his lore. And I feel like if you don't know his lore, then yeah, he's just a rich cunt. But no, I think we did do the free time where he's like, no, do not say that I was born into this because I had to earn this. And like, you find out, no, he actually did have to earn that. Like,
yeah, you gave me that context without having like experienced it myself. I feel like
we did that. We did get that free time.
It would hit differently. Well, I know we did that free time, but you gave me more context.
Okay, yeah.
You gave me more like story than he was giving me. And it's also one of those things where it's like, okay, this guy has lied to me a bunch of times, and it's like, oh, you passed my test. It's like, what else is a fucking test, dude? Like, what else?
He's
like,
so funny.
it's a weird combination. Then one of the reasons I rank him so low on my list is because, first off, I just don't like rich assholes.
Yeah.
Secondly, I don't like people who play games. Thirdly, it's a hedgehog's dilemma type thing. It's like, yeah, you're prickly and thorny. Why should I be close to you?
Yeah, no, I understand. That's why it's like, I completely understand anybody that doesn't like him. Yeah, I don't know. I like him. I think he's fun. I like to, you know, get my hands all full of thorns and shit like that.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he also struck me as like probably a fan favorite, and I was not surprised to see that he comes back, even if he's maybe had a bunch of Howie's donuts.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I like him. I think he's cool.
The reason I said that is because he comes off to me as like a very I can fix him type of guy.
Which he kind of does get fixed a bit. Like there's more labor to be done at the end. He's not completely, you know, he's still like that hashtag like that. But I think like, you know, I don't know, his relationship with Naegi, even aside from like any kind of context, like romantic shipping context, I feel like his relationship with Naegi is really fun because it's like Togami's constantly seeing people as less than him, being like a commoner. He's constantly putting other people down to bring himself up so that he can separate himself from the masses and all that stuff. But like, no, Naegi proves multiple times like, hey, I am at times as smart as you are and smarter even because I understand how people work. And that like kind of just like, he's like, what the fuck? Like, how is this nobody my equal? You know, how is this nobody sometimes even smarter than I am? And I feel like that's a great, like, I don't know. I find him
he's got
very...
he's got a bunch of really good character moments.
Yeah, which is, I don't know. I think if he died early, no.
He's too fun. It was either him or Celeste that needed to stay on.
100%.
You need someone who's just like...
And it's like antagonistic, but that's not the villain.
Yeah, like you're shitty, but you're not like the villain. Yeah. So,
like, and I like how he was constantly like he was the biggest person that was like, yeah, I'm playing this game to win. Like, I know what winning is going to cost me. And I'm going to like,
that's one of the things that, like, you know, I already said it, but like the respect I understood more and more why people like, and why you like Byakuya like toward the end, because really he's coming around. He's like, he's having an arc. He doesn't come all the way around, but like, yeah, the moments where he's like, wait, let's drop the pretense. No, I totally get it. Like he's got a bunch of really good moments.
Yeah.
And I really respect when like there was a point in time when we were playing that he was like last place, where like I liked fucking Yasuhiro better than him, like, and or Hifumi. It's because he's such a like, I don't like brats. I don't like, you know, highfalutin motherfuckers. I don't like people like, you know, who put other people down. But at the same time, like, that can be used to good effect. But he just kept coming off like a one-note character who was going to fuck with the game and play the game, and like, you know, he felt like he was at one point. It was like, oh, they're making him seem to be like he's having an arc. They're making it seem like
and then they're gonna bait and switch.
Yeah, because there was a point, I didn't vocalize this, but there was a point toward the end where I thought they were gonna bait and switch.
Oh, and like he's the mastermind.
Because he kept pushing. No, we all have rock solid alibis. And then there was one moment where it was like, oh yeah, we went to the bathroom together, you know, in order to make sure
in pairs.
And it's like, yeah, you went to the bathroom with fucking Yasuhiro.
He was sticking his fingers up his ass the whole time.
Literally, like, he was chasing UFOs while you were fucking sabotaging everything else. I'm sure we can trust that. So anyway, but like, yeah, anyway, like, I seriously thought that they were going to do that. And that's one of the reasons I didn't like him. And honestly, the fact that they went with Junko and didn't do that with him and made him like sort of like wait, what the fuck is what?
He was just so confused towards the end.
Yeah. It really kind of like, the master plan, falling apart. Like, yeah, it elevated him for me. So I get it.
Yeah. Thank you. He's awesome, but he sucks really bad. But that's why he's awesome.
Yeah. No, it's yeah.
I love doing emotional labor for fictional characters.
All right.
I wonder who it's gonna be.
Who.
I wonder. Wow.
Oh. Wow.
It's the ramen cup.
Also, I'm using I use the list for like the Japanese spelling, so it's Kyoko.
Kyoko.
I'm not gonna lie. One of the best things about this game was this art. And her not realizing, like, her being stoic as she is.
Her having to be told that it was on her head.
Her being so excited to have found Naegi that she doesn't realize she has an entire cup ramen on her head. Like, legitimately, if I was going to get any merch from this, it would probably be Aoi and donuts and this Kyoko with the ramen cup. I mean,
like, you don't
in any other situation, she is literally she's the main character.
Yeah,
like
100%.
She's like literally like as you said before, there would be no game if she wasn't there, and
or it'd be very different. Very different.
And I think that her relationship with Naegi, and then her especially realizing like later, like, hey,
oh, my dad did care about me.
Yeah, and that whole reaction to that, which is like, man, that must be cool. That must be cool to have.
But I like how it like also like it doesn't just be like, oh well, everything that you felt about him is untrue. It's like, no, it lets you kind of come to your own conclusions about how she feels. Like, she's not gonna specifically like, hey, I like my dad now. Like, no, it's complicated. Like, but she understands that there was more to the story than she thought there was. I
love her getting mad at Naegi at that one point and just being like, okay,
And then she just doesn't fucking talk to him. Which I love how she's like constantly not telling him shit. But then when he doesn't tell her shit, she's like, that's my fucking job. Like, fuck you. I like that. I like how she's kind of like...
she's kind of a brat. She's kind of Byakuya coded a little bit. There's like a shade of Byakuya in her. But like, yeah, no, she's... Every time she was on screen, it's like...
When she has that smirk.
Also, that's another thing. A lot, and yes, the smirk, but also when she's shocked, like a lot of the game is literally, okay, this thing happened. I wonder what Kyoko thinks about this.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit just got real.
Kyoko? How do you feel?
And it's like her walking into that room. When we figured out the password was her name, and that was like the last thing that she would have checked.
Yeah. And
So
when she
not only
asked for
says
the
something
alone
about
time,
Naegi, and the alone time was really poignant, and like her realizing things when Naegi was like, we can't just leave the body out here. And it's just like, it's almost like I'm ranking her up there with Naegi because
they are like a duo.
Yeah. And it's just that, because of the nature of the game, like we are seeing more of Kyoko rather than Naegi. And also Kyoko is just like more interesting.
And the goat.
And the goat. And she's so pale.
Yeah, she's like paper white.
Paper white. But yeah, dude, like, yeah, she's got all those really good character moments. She's got the moment of the game. Thank you, Battery LSD. She's got like the moment of the game at the end with like, you could say you're the ultimate hope, and like whatever is out there, I'm sure we're going to face it together and with hope. And it's like, yep.
Good
We job,
are.
Kyoko. Good job.
Yep, we are.
Good job. So she's so interesting. I really hope she's in future games because I just want to. That's what I was gonna say. Anime has a really fucking annoying habit of restating the same shit over and over. In this, she
like never does that.
She never does that. Mm-mm. If anything, she's the cure to that.
Yeah.
Like there are times when people are like going off on fucking tangents or Yasuhiro's talking about fucking UFOs again.
Anyway.
And she's like, anyway, all right. Anyway. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that if we were ranking these, Yasuhiro would be like number one. Number two with and then Mondo would be number one for sound effects with
He's so good.
They're very good. They were good.
He's so freaking awesome.
She had one that I forgot what it was. She had like
nah or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. Also, her getting killed in that CG scene was like.
She looked so scared.
Yeah, she was like holding it together.
And seeing such
a
stoic character get scared like that is like. Somebody get her out of there! Naegi, get over! Go help her!
Oh man! But yeah, no, she's the goat. She's very.
And I love when she dies. She cannot die. She cannot die.
She's literally holding everything.
She's
holding everything together and apart. She is maintaining everything. But yeah, no. Like yeah. For a game like this, you need a character like this, and I was really worried that they were going to go the route of like, oh, she's got to get got, so that
she's
you
gonna
then
die.
kind of like, become her like sort of like, and that's the interesting thing about that behind the scenes like piece of that tidbit of info of like, oh yeah, Sayaka was going to be the support character. When in this game, it's like we're the support character.
100%, yeah. But I really do like how like at a certain point, like. Naegi starts to become like he comes to these conclusions at the same exact time as Kyoko is, or sometimes even before she does. Yeah. I like that a lot. And it's like you can see that he's getting smarter because he's been interacting with her.
And one of the cooler moments is her realizing,
like, oh, he's competent now.
Not only that, but he saved me.
Yeah.
When she overtly lied about the master key. And you suddenly realize that, like, wait,
and he knew
that's an obvious lie.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm really glad that that's the canon path for multiple reasons. But yeah, if only to spare my girl. Anyway, all right, yeah. Anything else?
And that's pretty much it.
All right.
Now we have a different list for us.
That we do.
Now we have our favorite chapter.
Favorite chapter.
So I just did.
Oh, that's cool art where he's got the hoodie up.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's sick.
The original image is like way bigger. It has like all of them too, but it just it resized. Cool. But yeah, I just did my favorite chapter, and this was hard, by the way.
Oh, by the way, Kyoko's fit is extreme. Like,
no,
good.
it's so swaggy.
It's like, what a character.
I know.
Like all throughout.
The gloves, the swag.
Yeah. It's good shit. All right. Chapter?
My favorite chapter is chapter 1. Surprisingly.
Oh.
I think it's a great introduction, and I think it's a great, like, yeah, it's kind of obvious Sayaka's gonna die, but you still have like but she's like she feels so important, and like the whole setup. I think the setup is great. I think it's just so iconic and so like it has a lot of staying power. And I feel like it's, I don't know, it's just it's kind of timeless in a way to me. Like, this was hard, but I just feel like chapter 1 is so like, I don't know, like what else do I say? Like it's really good. It's freaking awesome. It's freaking awesome.
Agree. My best chapter, I actually couldn't choose.
Okay, that's good.
So it's chapter 1 and 6. So 1,
it's goated.
The reason I had to choose both of these is because you almost can't have one without the other. Like
6 is the culmination of 1.
6 is the culmination of everything in the game, and it does it really well. Like the twists come together in a way where and reveal a wonderful villain who has been fucking with everybody since day 1. But chapter 1, like I wouldn't have gotten to chapter 6 if it wasn't for how good chapter 1 is. Mm-hmm. There is a world where this game like fumbles the initial like pass and just eats shit, and I'm not interested.
And then you never get the gem of the rest of the game.
And chapter 1 just does such a fucking good job, like reeling you in, like, as I said, bait and switch. It does such a good job, like introducing you to these characters, like sort of breadcrumbing, and also focusing on one of the characters. And yes, it is kind of obvious Sayaka is going to get got, but at the same time,
you still have that kind of like, oh, but she feels important. She feels like she has staying power.
Yeah,
like she feels like it's like she's too important to die, but then it's like, there's so many signs that she's going to.
Yeah, and the mysteries that are revealed in chapter 1 are just fascinating, and like I need to know. Like that's my biggest takeaway after getting through chapter 1 was like I need to know what's going on.
Yeah,
like I need to finish this somehow. Like whether it's off stream in the anime or even just watching a Let's Play or anything like that.
It's like I need to know.
I need to know. This is delicious. Like I need to make it to the final course, and I did. And that final course would not have gotten there without the initial one. And yeah, chapter 6 is just so good in so many different ways. The message coming together. I'm also, the more I think about it, the more I'm actually really happy that they didn't detail, even though my silly ass loves locking down concrete details of a story. I am also a Silent Hill fan.
Yeah.
And I understand that when you're trying to say something, it's almost always better to not give specifics and let people read into it so that they can have a personal moment with it.
Yeah.
And I feel like I said this on Blue Sky, but I really feel like this was a time capsule of hope that was created to put out into the universe so that no matter what time period you're playing it, no matter how bad things get, you should know that there is hope, that there is something to cling on to, and that if you can feel hope, then there is
nothing is insurmountable.
Yeah, that you can do it. That it is, we can make it. But anyway, but yeah, and as pissed off as I was for not getting the answer of like what the fuck is going on outside. It's almost a perfect metaphor for like whatever time period the person playing this ends up playing this, because just like you putting down the game, you are like the characters walking out of the world in the game, you are putting down the game. You are going into the real world, and you can do that much like the characters in the game with hope. So I could not decide. I thought about it long and hard, aka for a few minutes.
Yeah, a few minutes there.
But yeah, that's what I got. Yeah, none of the other chapters really. They're good, but like
These just are so.
yeah. There were a couple of them where it was like, okay, all right. Like chapter 3 a little bit was like
It was just it's like I don't know.
don't get me wrong.
It's not awful.
No, it's not. And I really like what I like where 4 eventually ended up. I like where 2 eventually ended up.
Mm-hmm.
I liked bits and pieces of 5, but it wasn't consistently good.
Mm-hmm.
1 and 6 were consistently good. Also, 5 like had a really strong ending. Like of all of the chapters, I was thinking about putting chapter 5 on here, but I realized it was like I would only put it on here for the ending.
Yeah.
And if I only put it on here for the ending, I mean that doesn't really
say much about the whole
So anyway.
chapter as a whole.
So yeah.
This is my favorite trial. This is my favorite trial.
All right.
It's trial 2. I like it a lot. I think it has it's like the first instance of like that emotional crux. Like you get glimpses of it in trial 1, but trial 1 is just like so easy.
Yeah.
It's like, it's fine.
It's so easy. It's almost
comical.
No, annoying, like frustrating because it's like, oh my God, I know.
It's like, I get it.
Yeah, we've got to go through like so many. We got to make sure Ishimaru is on the same page. And oh my God, is he so stupid? Oh yeah.
Shut up. But yeah, I like Trial 2 a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like it was either going to be Trial 2 or Trial 4, probably. Trial 4 I like a lot too.
Trial 2 definitely solidified the game for me as like, oh, it can do this.
It can cook.
Oh, so we're like Sayaka's death was kind of what I expected the whole game to be. Mm-hmm. And like people getting murdered in
it being like, oh my God, like
specific
tragic
ways. Or just like mechanically, like if someone gets murdered in a very specific way, but
and then they have Mondo written on the
and then Trial 2 is like, oh, it's kind of actually ramping it up. It's kind of like doing a little bit more. It's kind of going off a little bit. But yeah, and then the trial really kind of wrapped it around. So yeah.
Okay, now I want to see yours.
All right. My favorite trial. Trial 4 and 5. Again, I could not decide. And this is when I realized, like, wait, I really, really, really like Trial 5 because of what it was doing. And specifically, I chose that screenshot, the moment of like, what the fuck do I do? Run away. What happens if you run away?
I don't even know.
Like, killed?
I think it's just like, no, you have to decide.
Like the moment of the game is like, what are you going to do?
Mm-hmm. And it's the first time lying. It's ever happened.
She's
in the
overtly
trial.
lying. It's not only that, but it's like the first time you can provably prove that Kyoko is lying.
Yeah.
Bold-face lying. And you know it. And you're like, what are you going to do? You're going to trust her? Or are you going to go with your gut? Or wait, are you going to trust her or are you going to fucking, not trust her?
Yeah.
And then 4 is just, I said it during Aoi's character conversation, but boy, have I been there of just like, man, fuck this.
Like, fuck all y'all. Get
fuck
me out of
all
here.
y'all. Like, I ain't, and the reveal that, Sakura didn't even say the shit to get Aoi to the point where she was like, fuck y'all, fuck all y'all. Like, yeah, man. Right here. Like, I get it. And I understand. And the way that Trial 4, probably the thing that I appreciate the most about it is the way that, like, things can't happen normally after that. What Sakura did bonded every person in that trial together to the point where Monokuma/Junko knew that she had to fucking forge some she had to do some deceptive shit in order to even get another trial to even happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just the way that everyone's pulled together by that moment, everyone having that. And then literally after Trial 4, they're like going to the bathroom in teams.
It's really cute.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, like, fuck, if only Sakura was there though,
Yeah. But yeah, man. Yeah, really, really good. Really, 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 really good. And also around I think it was Trial 5 is when the fucking like that one game clicked for me, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, I get it now.
The bullet time battle or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I might cut out some of this stuff from the VOD.
It's so funny. We finally figured out the fucking shift key.
Because I was getting so tilted, y'all.
No, because I remember we both didn't know how the fuck it worked.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And then we figured it out. It's like
oh, you have to reload. You have to fucking reload.
Not only do you have to reload, but you have to. For me, the big thing was, oh, you're locking on. Everything you do is to the beat. And you can lock on, because at first I thought it was just shoot, just like click, click, click. I didn't know how complex it was going to get. And I've never played one of those beat games, like mobile beat games. I played like Rock Band, where you just hit fucking the same thing. Hit.
The crash out cut.
Crash out's cut, yeah. But yeah, and that's, once I got past that, then it's like, oh, actually,
it's not bad. It's not
bad. It's there are things about the game I still think can be done way better.
No,
and
yeah,
I think
it's definitely.
I think the game would be way better served having more puzzles, literally putting
we need more
the
hangman
events together.
More
the
hangman.
fucking hangman, man. The fucking slur in the hangman trial.
so
what the fucking hell?
We need more hangman.
It's just like this game doesn't really do it all that much except for the hangman puzzles. That's when it goes full.
Hold on, let me he has to think of a word really quick.
Yeah, it goes full on. What was the name of that?
See, you're doing a hangman in your head right now because you can't think of the word.
Yeah, no, I can't think. It's a show. It was called Sherlock, I think.
Put on the song. Oh yeah, where he's like.
Yeah, he's like, nope, not that word. Nope, not that word.
No.
God, it's
9/11.
so stupid. All right, so yeah, that's me. Favorite execution. I have
what it's gonna
can
be.
I guess?
Yeah, you can guess.
The final.
No, actually, it's the Cage of Death.
That was my second guess.
I like the song a lot, but I also think I don't know. I just think it's
You
really
like-
fun.
you like Mondo
covering,
butter?
Yeah, you're covering the Mondo butter. Do you like them? I think them
Mondo
turning
butter.
him into butters, like, because it's like Leon's execution is great, but I feel like them turning Mondo into butter is like, oh, they're fucking depraved, like ultimate depraved, like they're fucked. Like I don't know. I think it's really. I don't want to say fun, but I think it's fun. You know?
No, I get it.
And it's also sad because he kind of, anyways.
Best execution.
Is it going to be the last one? Oh. That probably would have been my number 2, honestly.
Yeah. Execution 5. Yeah, man. It's finally you. It's you. You're the one being killed. And while I don't appreciate the fucking sex ed that's happening at the same time, because of course the game is horny even
that was Junko.
But yeah, yes, Junko. But yeah, the ultimate lucky student lucks out, and the seed planted with alter ego, blossoms.
Bears fruit.
And then you get thrown into a fucking trash pit. You get thrown into a
and somehow don't break every bone in your body.
Yeah. Or get tetanus. You come out of there and you've got lockjaw the entire rest of the game.
Kyoko goes down to save you and you're just dead already.
You're just fucking dead. You're spiked by what
did you expect?
Yeah, you go down, you get up and you've got chopsticks embedded in your forehead. Yeah. But yeah, no, this is when it's I don't even need to explain it. Of all of the executions, this is the one where it's oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
It's
what the fuck?
Did I choose wrong?
The entire time I was what is going to happen? None of the other executions were like that. Don't get me wrong. I really do like the artistic, the style and the rudeness on display with Execution 4. Or was it 3? Celeste?
3 is Celeste, where
Celeste.
she's having that dramatic, beautiful death, and then they just
she
throw a fucking fire truck at her.
Yeah, a fire truck. So but And that one of all of them was probably the most artistically like nice. Like that one just looked great. But yeah, it's execution 5.
Okay, now this is the most important part.
Okay.
This is the most important part.
So this isn't the best ships or your favorite ships. This is just a list of ships.
No, these are my favorite.
These are your favorite ships.
These are my favorite.
Okay.
I have a few here.
Okay.
Do you want to read them out?
Okay. Naegi X Togami.
Wow, shocker. What a shocker.
Mondo X Ishimaru.
What a shocker.
Aoi and Sakura.
Thank you.
Naegi and Kirigiri.
I mean, I have to.
Naegi, Kirigiri, and Togami.
Thank you. I mean, is that really that surprising?
Is that Byakuya kissing her foot or
no? Because
okay.
that's why the CG is so fucking funny to me. Because she's like, yeah, I want to live in a castle with a bunch of vampire butlers, and then it's just a guy that looks exactly like Byakuya. It's like, okay, Celeste, I see.
Are we gonna figure out how to make vampires first? But anyway, whatever.
She'll figure it out.
Once
she has enough money. But
all
yeah,
right. Are there more?
No, these are the only ships.
Okay.
I mean, because like I don't know, there's some that I think are cute. Like I see art of like Sayaka and Leon, and I think like, oh, that's kind of cute because it's like, Sayaka's obviously an idol, and then Leon wanted to pursue music, and so I see art of them like, oh, they're singing together, and it's kind of cute.
Yeah.
But and then the awful stuff happens. But
yeah.
This is my top 5. It's not really in order, but it kind of is.
Is this it? Is this the end of your presentation?
I have one more slide.
Okay. Should I click it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bye. I need to know. I am so interested. The fact that he has crumbs on his face and he is eating something. What is happening? I don't understand.
I don't know. Maybe you have to play Danganronpa 2 to
I guess we will. All right. Who's the best chips?
I'm really curious.
I don't think you'll be all that surprised.
Whoa! Is that is it in order?
It's well, not really.
Okay.
I thought it was more like just,
the ones that you like.
What are your favorite ones? Yeah. Which ones do you like the most? Aww. Not necessarily ranked.
I should have made a separate slide for each. Fuck you, man. Now I feel bald.
And I did mine like.
I know.
So short amount of time. Only took me an hour. Anyway, but yeah.
And I sat here watching YouTube.
I feel strange about this too because like, can't we just let bros be bros? But at the same time, it's like.
I feel like I
think there's more there.
I think there's more there. Like the way that they were acting in that sauna was crazy.
Yeah.
And like I fear that if Mondo didn't have as much toxic masculinity, it would have been like realized. Like because Ishimaru is too underdeveloped socially to realize, and Mondo has too much toxic masculinity to realize. So it's like this is the ultimate like if they had time, it would have been realized, I think. This
is the ultimate, like, sort of fan service, not fan service, fan fiction. Like, I can see someone writing this.
Yep.
And, like, because really there is a story there of them coming to a realization.
Because, dude, we had 2 years that we didn't see that of them in school together. Like, something had to have happened. Like, maybe even a sauna 2.
Oh.
But they would have had time to actually, like, one of them wouldn't have died.
God, that would be fucked up if they were actually like. That would actually
really good
also
friends.
be very, very cute if they were lovers and they did have that realization.
And then they fucking forgot.
And then they forgot.
Yeah, let's not talk about it before I get really sad.
But then they're going that way again. They're coming together.
It's like, oh, they're kind of like destined to, fall in love.
And then that way it's kind of beautiful.
But then they, Junko fucking murks one of them.
Yep.
Well,
all right.
Kind of murks both of them, technically. What?
Yeah. I thought it would be interesting to see your reaction because I'm like, okay, here's my pitch. I think they would match each other's freak. I think that
I feel like
Junko would be a terrible influence on Fukawa.
Complete toxic Yuri.
Exactly. But that's why it's kind of cool. Because it's like,
oh my God.
Okay, if you're going to send it, if you're going to set a ship a sail, fucking send it. Oh, and if I don't think that they would be good for each other.
This is extremely toxic. Like,
think that
dude,
they would be
Junko would be
terrible.
abusing the shit out of Fukawa.
I think that they would be terrible for each other and for everyone else.
Yeah, everyone around them.
I also it was less Fukawa,
And
more
Genocide Jill.
Genocide Jill.
Yeah, I see that.
And I think that
Genocide Jill would match the freak.
I also really like when Genocide Jill was like, "I'm gonna." Oh, that's fun. Actually, no. This is a serious moment. I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna take it seriously.
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
gonna take this seriously. No jokes. All right.
I'm scared. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because his house burned down. Thank you. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
That's how I done it. I had to crop it because it was.
Oh, because of her.
I didn't do a good enough job apparently, but yeah,
It's okay.
she loves her donuts. And finally, my serious one.
Damn you. Oh, thank you. Yes. Yay.
I was wondering if I was gonna get you with that one.
Yes. It's
I
a
really-
completely different sprite.
I wanted to get one where it was like him, like kind of like,
Off to the
is
side.
it my turn?
It's my turn.
I want rights
Oh my
tonight.
God. I think I sent you some art of that.
Yeah, he looks jealous. Yeah, you did. It was literally like, I forgot what it was, but yeah, it was basically like parents, like, yeah, like what you said, parents like fucking,
Swapping off.
yeah, swapping a child.
It was this.
Oh yeah, the sleeping on Nagi was sleeping on Byakuya's shoulder, and Kyoko was like, "If you wake him up, I will kill you." Or something.
He's like, as soon as what is it like? What did he say? I found the other one. Oh, it's this image. Hold on.
iCat, you can donate a certain. I made a. You don't have to donate. You don't have to
It's
pay
this.
money. I'm not telling you to do that. But there is a Dark Souls banner. I customized a Dark Souls banner. You can look in the description for how many bits it costs. But yeah, you can do that. It is a thing that I specifically programmed. All right. So
It's that fucking picture.
here's this. So this is what it looks like. The art is fantastic, by the way.
It's so cute.
Exceptional. And so here's what it says. Actually, should you read, Kyoko?
Okay, fine. I will. I'm sure it hadn't crossed your mind, but should anything wake Naegi up, considering he hasn't slept in 2 days, I'll have no compunctions regarding giving your private room key to Fukawa.
Just as soon as LinkedIn becomes relevant again, you are over. You have never been more over than you're about to be, just as soon as that happens. I tried to say it quiet because he's trying to keep you asleep. I thought that was my phone for a second. All right, y'all. That's it. I'm very interested in this anime, like seeing if this is real. I think it might be. I don't know. We'll see. Also, I just remembered how did Kyoko fuck up her hands like that?
Remember, she said like something with her first investigation where she didn't really know what she was doing yet.
Nah.
You know, vat of acid.
Totally used to it. Anyway, yeah. All right. Thanks for joining. I hope y'all had fun. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it there.
Everybody in chat, you have to make your own presentation. You have to send it to me, and then I will grade you.
We will grade them.
Yeah.
I would like to know like how these rankings compare to y'all's. So definitely, give us your top 5. Whatever's easy, whatever you feel like. You can leave it on Discord, or if you're watching this on YouTube on the VOD, yeah, go ahead and write a comment. I'm always reading those comments for the bobvids gaming channel, not so much the main bobvids channel. I kind of stopped reading those. Ugh. Anyway, but yeah, all right, thanks y'all. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Kayla, for joining.
Of course.
And yeah,
we're gonna play 2 eventually, right?
yes, we are.
Okay, yeah.
But I also need to talk to you about getting together with me and iCat to play. You know what?
Ace Attorney.
Ace Attorney. But we also need to play that other game that that Golden Idol game. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hit up Rachel and see if she wants to play that with me, because I don't think you need to. You probably aren't interested in that one, right?
Not
Yeah,
really.
okay. So I'll just do that one.
I'm a picky cunt. I'm sorry.
All right.
And I have things wrong with me. And if it's, I need anime, and I need twinks, and I need yaoi.
Understood.
And I need problematic media.
I need problematic media.
It either
Don't
needs
we
to
all?
Be, it needs to either be Dark Souls, or it needs to be anime, or it needs to be Dark Souls anime.
You know what, y'all? Be the problematic anime that you want to be. You know.
Thank you.
Put out in the world the problematic anime that you want to see and read.
Thank you. Can I show you a video really quick? Hold on.
I really
Before
like
we go.
Obra Dinn and still need to. Oh, is Obra Dinn like the Golden Idol? Or is it made by the same people? I didn't know. All right, y'all. That's it for us. Catch y'all later. Hope y'all have a great one. And,
Bye,
yeah.
hoes.
Bye.
That's great that the music faded out.
I was shocked.
Wait, quick, end it now!
No!
Before the music comes